Yo, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in the most underrated podcast, broadcasting from Certified Tattoo Studios. I am your man, Thomas the Franchise. The homie Dow Palantonio sitting across from me, JJ Stringstein, here at the end of the table. So many topics, man. So much to dive into today. And a bunch of sneakers, bro. So many sneakers. And a little cream. A little cream on the radio.
Yeah. A little cream with Clapton. I like it.
I was gonna quiz JJ and offer him Supreme if he knew cream, but
no.
I figured we don't even need to play the game. So he doesn't know, wasting people's time over here. Might have been a funny bit though. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have done that way. But anyway, man, welcome into the show. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. Like I said, tons of sneakers. We actually have a gift that was sent into the podcast too, so I'm excited to open that, see who that's from, see what that's all about. As always, man, we appreciate you guys sending us shit. Gives us more content for you guys. And, never asking for it, but always appreciated and always super, super thankful, man. Anyone that fucks with the show and looks out for us, or rocks with the show. Sorry, I'm already messing up with the F-bombs there too. But anyway, how you doing, Dal? How you feeling today, man?
Dude, we're good, man. I love it. I got the day off today. So remember the haircut lady situation? Yeah, that happens today. It's mullet time.
Oh,
Shut
please,
the
no.
Who's ready?
Why?
This guy's
man?
ready.
You're getting a mullet for sure.
Dude,
Today's the day.
That is so bad.
After the cast, you trying to ride?
I can't, unfortunately.
You got things to go. JJ, what are we doing over here? You and I are trying to have a conversation. All I hear is,
that's going to look so bad.
Really?
We don't need to bring that back, okay? There's a reason why it died.
I thought JJ was still lifting over there in the corner. I didn't know what was going on. I'm just bitching today.
We need to.
Who's trying to do squats?
What's a good soundbite we can use for whenever he does that? We need something to drop, or I need something to drop.
Yeah.
What is
probably something with Schwarzenegger, I would say.
Man, it's got to be like some 80s or 90s, like something from a 90s movie, like where he's like, oh, brah, far out. Like what? Give me in the comments, man, if you know any sounds that would that I could play every time JJ goes, oh, dude, whoa. God, I swear. No way. Maybe it's the Henry.
But my point still stands.
Yeah, what is your point? Let's get to it.
What is your point? You don't want me to do the mullet?
Yeah, it died in the 90s or 80s. I don't know which.
Dude, the mullet has been going on for years.
Mullet's been going strong.
Dude, it is decade worthy of any decade. It's been a staple. They went fashionable for a little while. Do you remember all the soccer players when they brought the mullets back?
Yeah, it was
dude.
So
yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo,
totally,
Beckham. Beckham has done mullets in the past, dude.
Yep.
If that guy gets away with it,
Davey is wavy for sure.
Davey is on.
Yeah, no doubt.
He creates the wavy Dave.
No doubt. Yeah, I think he inspired a lot of the Tom Brady freaking hairstyles that he was doing.
I believe.
Well, maybe it was Giselle too. She's European. She's always into that Euro trash. I was about to say
Euro trash.
I was gonna say Euro trance and then like Euro trash and then like I don't know. It just didn't. Yeah. Neither of them sounded good. Euro trance didn't make sense. Euro trash is disrespectful.
I think most people would agree mullets are trash.
Maybe it is Euro.
But
Euro trash hairstyle.
Let me give you a little story here. This is really quick. So in my heyday, when I didn't have a girlfriend, where I was, I don't know, what would you say, sleeping around? Yeah. Let's just call a spade here. Yeah. I had the mullet. And I'll tell you what,
when you were slutting it up, you had the mullet?
When I was slutting it up, that was...
When was this, though?
I was batting 1,000, okay?
When he was working doors at
like 24K,
all the hottest
Monarch,
clubs in
Lavish,
Denver. That was the door guy.
I was the door guy. So so I wasn't really dating anybody at that time. But when I was hanging out with these ladies, I'll tell you what, man, I did pretty well in the lady category with the mullet. And get this though. Even guys, like I'd be walking through the mall, they'd be like, yo, sweet mullet, bro. And they were probably just joking, but they knew the amount of work that was put into that.
Right, it takes dedication.
It does.
Not only does it take dedication to grow out the initial long hair to get there, but then you have to cut it and you walk around with that thing. It's a lot of dedication.
Dude, I gotta get a
pair. Doesn't just happen overnight.
I gotta get a pair of sick Oakleys, dude, like the mirror Oakleys, like Jose Canseco and those joints would wear, back in the day.
Some of those you can even a lot of those Neff glasses. They're like retroing, like a lot of
those,
or just go hit Riff Raff's page.
I know
Riff Raff. I think he's got his like own line, the neon icon kind of stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
That'd be super dope. So that goes down today.
Yeah. So what do you got going on today on your day off?
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go get a whip. Hold up. Speaking of whips, dude, before I jump into that,
why don't you call my guy?
I'm not going through that process. I get you can make money. I'm not going through that. It sounded like too much. When you were explaining it, it sounded like way too much work for me. I don't have the time.
I made it too much.
I know,
that's what's
and I will
great
do the
about
same
it.
thing. I don't have the time to do it, Dallas.
So you're going to go to a
that does that
dealership?
Needs the time.
You're going to go to a dealership, waste your time.
You don't even know what I'm doing yet. I haven't even said what I'm doing yet. I haven't even been able to get into it. I'm trying to get into breaking news. You're blasting me about telling me what I'm going to do when I haven't even told you what I'm going to do. Right or wrong?
Do what it do.
Damn it. All right, anyway. Breaking news. Let me get into it before we get into my car situation that you're not pumped about.
Not pumped.
Demarius Thomas.
Yeah.
Apparently he got in a car wreck on the 16th. We were talking about this before the show.
We had no idea.
Who did? How did this skate by?
Yeah, how did everybody sleep, especially the world of Denver?
Right.
Since February 16th, that night of, right?
Yeah.
When this occurred?
He's no longer a Broncos player.
Well, dude, he's not been a Bronco player for a while. He actually just got released from the Texans via the Achilles injury, and they probably didn't, fare that he would come back strong, so they even released him. So, yeah. I don't
really want to give an opinion on anything because I don't know. I don't know the full story. I don't know the details. I just kind of want to report the facts and what we know or what we found out this morning.
Right.
We just got an alert right before we were going on air here that DT wrecked his car here in Denver, Ford Edge, flipped it end over end multiple times on Auraria Parkway. So if you live here in Denver, you're familiar. You come off I-25, you're shooting into downtown, right over by Metro and Pepsi Center and all that stuff.
Totally.
Apparently he was going 70 in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, lost control, wrecked the car. And what police are saying so far is single vehicle rollover crash, 2:20 a.m., so just after midnight, Saturday, February 16th. Incident occurred in the 1200 block of Auraria Parkway. Vehicle is traveling. Actually, none of that stuff even matters to you guys. You're not here. No. But nonetheless, so basically why it's come out today is he's being charged. He was arrested last night around 9:30 p.m., Wednesday night, and he's being charged with vehicular assault.
Yeah.
Huge story here. I don't really, that's kind of all the details we know so far, but I'm not seeing anything reported that there was drugs or alcohol in his system. I'm seeing that there was himself, a male passenger, and a female passenger in the car.
Yep.
The male passenger and himself have minor injuries. However, the female has serious injuries. It doesn't say whether she was wearing a seatbelt or any of that info. All it says is she has serious injuries. And it's interesting to me that they let him walk away, or everyone was able to leave the scene on the 16th. And now a week or so later, a little more than a week later, the man is arrested and charged. This is felony as well.
Yeah.
Vehicular assault's a felony charge.
That's serious, man.
So, I mean, we'll kind of keep you updated as more details become available, but it's kind of crazy that he was involved in this situation. And I was actually, the reason this kind of goes into my situation. I was looking at Ford Edges, dude.
Were you?
I was looking between. So here's kind of what I was choosing.
As was I. Remember we talked about it,
we did
the
sport
ST
package.
With
you said it was
turbo.
It ended up being like 50 G's or something, right?
I just didn't want to pay that much for it. But yeah, go on.
So yeah, I'm looking at Ford Edges. I'm looking at 4Runners like what you got.
Yeah.
The thing that's deterring me from the 4Runner is the fact that if I'm going to pay that much for a newer car, I feel like I'm getting a lack of tech inside compared to what everyone else is offering. Would you agree?
That is absolutely correct.
Okay.
But for the old 4-wheel drive heads, that is purposefully done.
Right.
On the 4Runners, they don't want all that high-end tech. The actual navigation screen is super tiny in comparison to most cars, and it's very, very
You
old
leased
school.
yours, right?
I did.
Okay, so here's where we kind of differ, I guess, in our stuff. So I'll go run down. I was going with the Edge. I was looking at the Edge, the 4Runner, Toyota Tacoma.
Nice.
Pickup truck, just a smaller mid-size pickup truck.
Great
I think
vehicle.
that'd be because it's kind of SUV inside if you get the double cab, and then it's got a bed still for your hauling needs.
And the Tacoma has all the nice
shit
the lane
inside,
assists and all that shit.
Yep,
Yeah, real good, real cool.
So looking at those, also looking at a Ford Explorer. So Ford Edge, Ford Explorer, Toyota Tacoma, Toyota 4Runner. Maybe I thought about an F-150. I just don't know if I want a truck that big.
Yeah.
But I'm still going back and forth between SUVs and trucks. So I haven't decided fully yet. But this is the reason I kind of decided not to go the direction you are with the lease program, or with the gentleman and the auto broker. Yep. And go with just leasing the car through a dealership, or maybe just buying the car outright. I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
Totally.
I wanted to go today and test drive some vehicles. I don't plan on buying today unless someone hits me with just a stupid offer I can't refuse. They're going to give me a bunch for my car or whatever. Yeah. I'm planning on buying a car today, but I need to get rid of my car before this summer. I have that issue where my car, everything's fine on my car, but for some reason, when I turn in the summers, how like those really hot days, it starts making that noise.
Yeah.
I got to get rid of it before summer. When I go to trade the car in, it only makes the noise during that period. I need to get rid of this car.
Yeah.
I have a 2012 Ford Fusion. I got it new. I actually leased it and then ended up buying the lease because I really liked the car. And I was in a position at the time to where I just wanted to I was able to get my car payment lower than what the lease payment was, keep the car. It made sense for me at the time. I only owe somewhere between 3 and 4 G's left. I don't know a ton left on my car. Nice. So I feel like I should be able to trade that in, get at least what I owe for it, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then, have no issues there. There are some cosmetic things. You pulled off my
the spoiler.
The spoiler. There you go.
Yeah.
You pulled off the spoiler when you were trying to open the trunk one day.
Totally.
So that was super fire.
Yeah.
It was already busted on one side, and Dallas goes to open my trunk, lifts it up by the spoiler, and just rips the whole thing off.
Had no idea.
Just rips it right off.
One side was done, and I happened to get that side just. All the little clips and everything just snapped.
Just popped it right off.
Sick.
I mean, you know how I was feeling there. It felt like this kind of a situation.
That guy in a little coat. That guy in a little coat.
Yeah.
Don't.
That
You don't
guy
know,
in a
huh?
little coat.
Dallas, where's his headphones, by the way?
Forgot the headphones. You got to give me a week. I did pull them out of the box. We got them good to go. I just forgot to bring them. So I got him a $100 headset.
It's all right.
Ready to go.
I can't even give you shots or anything because I forgot the adapter like 2 or 3 times in a row.
I just need one time. I won't forget it on Monday for sure.
Speaking of fat guy in a little coat and shots, you're wearing a bait crew neck for one, which I'm pretty annoyed about.
Pretty sad.
It is a little tiny.
Yeah.
That guy in a little coat.
I think that's.
You think it's a little too small?
Don't. It's not that small.
That guy
In a little sweater.
Hey, maybe I've been lifting weights. No, we all know that's not true.
That's not true. So wait, why is that new?
You know what? You know why I'm wearing it? Number one,
don't.
it's not new.
We're in a bait
Number
freaking
two,
crew neck.
I'm
Store
wearing-
that screws us over time after time.
'Cause it
doesn't
does-
rock with us at all here in Denver.
It doesn't actually say bait. It just has a nice little B. So I thought, okay, subtle enough. And you know why I'm wearing it?
No.
I put it on today, and Robin's like, "You look really nice today."
Oh, really?
Yeah. I got a fucking nice compliment from Robin.
So after
today.
the jersey, but can we easy on the Fs here?
Hey, that was my
You got
first
an
F.
Oh, it was? All right.
That was my first
You're
F.
fine.
JJ hasn't said an F yet. Give me an F. Oh, I want to say it's one F.
JJ said 3 words. No,
sure.
Yeah, I
that's
haven't
fine.
said a
So
lot.
she blasted you on the Sonics jersey. She gave you a compliment on this.
Yeah.
So now you were feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, it was.
You were like, yeah, screw
You're
it.
feeling
I'm
yourself.
feeling it.
I told her, "Hey, babe, should I throw on a chain?" And she's like,
Why wouldn't you? Oh, she gave you that? Robin, why are you hating on my chains?
"Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Thomas 2 chains."
Anyway, so
Hey,
that's what I'm looking at, car-wise.
I got you.
That's the direction I'm going. That's what I'm doing this afternoon. I'm going to go try on some try out some cars. And I'm also going to visit an eyeglass store because I'm going to get, they have really, really dope frames. I'm going to get hopefully a dope pair of frames, maybe a couple with some clear lenses in them, get laced. The homie from Ascent Eyes down in Parker is going to hook it up. So
That's tight.
yeah, I'm gonna go check that out. See
Maybe
what's going on.
maybe after I get my haircut, man, I'll meet up with you.
Why not?
I'd love to test some cars with you.
Oh, test cars. Yeah. Cool. I thought you were talking
do
about
it.
glasses.
Let's
Like,
go.
you didn't wear glasses.
I don't need no glasses.
Yeah.
I don't even wear sunglasses really. Sometimes I do if I remember.
So yeah, that's kind of the situation I'm in. I don't know if I'm going to buy used yet. I don't know if I'm going to lease. I don't know if I'm going to just buy the car.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to buy the car new. I don't know. I just don't feel like you get the best bang for your buck there.
Yeah.
I feel like
20%, don't you?
once you drive it off the lot. And
with Tacomas and 4Runners, my argument
Little
is
different.
remember
Oh, yeah,
the
it's
residual,
Colorado,
you
yeah.
know,
Right.
the 85%, you know, the 81% that I talked on with the Tacoma. Do they really, really hold their value? Like you still maintain 81% of your value after a 3-year lease. Now,
Right.
Again, I'm not telling you to do a lease, buyout, or whatever, but those two
Keep
models,
80%.
81% of its value.
That's like
Even after-
you lose 19%.
That's not bad. After 3 years, dog?
Oh yeah.
After a 3-year lease,
True,
JJ?
true. Okay,
Come on,
okay,
man.
my
Anyways,
bad.
we're good.
Come on, GJ.
GJ. Sorry, I was getting excited. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah. So that's where I'm going to go. But yeah, hit me up when you're done with your cut.
For
I'll
sure.
let you know where
We'll
I'm
do it.
at. We might
Hey,
be out in the cut.
Real quick to get back to DT, dude. His mugshot. Does he look like a young Apollo Creed from the actual movie? He looks like Apollo Creed's son.
It looks bad, dude.
It
I
doesn't
don't.
look very good.
His eyes all bloodshot. It's all red. There's not really a ton more details or information that comes out other than what's being reported or what we reported. I don't know if he's going to be charged on this. I have no idea. I'm kind of confused. Like I said, I'm confused on why this
why we didn't know about it, especially the city of Denver. Like,
Right.
how does our local news not know about it? But hey, we've just given the news as to what it is right now. We wish DT the best. Dude, he's been a great advocate for just a personnel in Denver. He's done a lot of great things, a lot of charitable things. And I don't have a bad thing to say about him. I wish him the best through this.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, great guy,
Great
dude.
guy.
He was always a great guy here, great teammate. That's where I'm like kind of confused. This doesn't even seem like his character. He's a very quiet, soft-spoken, reserved. I mean, the guy drives a Ford Edge. He's a multi-million-dollar pro athlete. That should tell you kind of a little bit about who he is. He's not cruising a Land Rovers. He's not even cruising just a Benz or a BMW. Nothing crazy, dude. A Ford Edge.
Ford Edge.
Bro.
Do you think he was under the influence?
Doesn't say. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't say anything like that. And so I'm wondering, did this girl that suffered serious injuries, does her family come out and sued him, or if they come out and press charges against him? Because otherwise, how are they going to come out more than 10 days later and now all of a sudden he's charged with felony?
Have a warrant for your arrest.
Felony aggravated or felony vehicular assault.
Yeah. All of a sudden, within a week or so, it's turned into this big thing. And we have to think that the passenger that was probably most hurt is probably the one that's probably looking for some compensation and probably either trying to sue or whatever. And I don't blame this individual. I mean, shit, man. Who knows what the situation really was or is. But, man, it's just sad.
It says Thomas was allegedly driving the Ford Edge 70 in a 30-mile-an-hour zone on Auraria Parkway when he drove off the left side of the road onto a raised median in the northbound lanes of 12th Street, according to Denver police. Yeah. The car struck the raised median, became airborne, and tumbled end over end before landing on its wheels, a statement says. No other cars were involved in the crash. Denver detectives determined Thomas was going 70 miles an hour based on speed analysis, the statement says.
The car was launched 20 feet into the air.
Right.
Holy
if you see
hell.
it too, you could see it tumbled end over end. Yeah. When you roll, normally you roll a car and it's barrel rolling. It's sideways. This is literally flipping.
Yeah.
That's scary as hell.
It's like some Fast and Furious action.
Right.
That's
to
crazy.
be honest.
And the female that was injured, man, it seems it doesn't tell you anything more. It doesn't tell you if she was riding in the back, if she was riding in the front, she had her seatbelt on. It doesn't say anything like that. I assume all that stuff's going to come out. But man, it's just a bad look for DT. I just feel bad for the guy because I feel like he is a good dude.
Yeah.
What a shitty way to end a career, too.
Now, I will preface that with when we think we know these guys, let's all remember we don't know these guys.
Right.
We don't know. You know what I mean? They're pro athletes. You know them on TV. You know them through interviews. But
Some
we
people
don't
can be
really know
two-faced.
these guys. Right. Yeah. So, as much as I can say I feel like DT's a great guy. I feel like, maybe he just had some poor judgment, made a mistake, whatever the case is.
Their
We don't know
agents are
these
telling
guys.
them what to do.
Right.
Sure.
Yeah. We think we know, but we don't know,
We don't know about the entourage, the people, in their corners that they surround themselves with and go to, obviously, for advice and financial, for whatever it is. We just don't know. But he's done a lot of great things for the city.
Right.
For sure.
So to kind of wrap up my car situation, that's why I'm test driving. That's why I'm choosing to do this route instead of the auto broker thing, plus the time frame. Going to the dealership, even sitting down, filling out the lease and doing all that stuff is still quicker to me, I feel like, than going and dealing with the broker situation, having to try to sell my car to try to get what's my car's worth and not be upside down in it, not add payments to my next lease or loan or whatever else. I just feel like it makes more sense for me to start out in the situation I'm in to get out of this situation and go into a lease or whatever through a dealership rather than the auto broker, because my car now, it's going to be a tough sell for them.
Yeah.
It's not.
It could be, and they can still look.
It's not in mint condition.
Yeah, they can still look to see how upside down you are on your loan, that kind of stuff, and see what they can do. But they're going to take that to a dealership without having you do it,
right?
And then get estimates as to what they can get for the dealer. And they're not going to take anything from you on that. But why I liked the broker was because I work a lot, right, between this and that, just like you do, but they're bringing things to me. They're coming to me. They're bringing the cars to me, so I don't ever have to go to a dealership. So that situation, fortunately, worked for me in this point. But
it felt like you were rushed at the end. For some reason, something about it is stressing me out, dog.
Well,
I can't even tell you what it is, but you stressed me the fuck out with that. Because it scared me away.
Because I had to make. I was trying to get rid of my car for almost a month and a half.
That's what. Yeah.
And that February 5th deadline was coming up really close, and it was my fault because I held strong. I turned down 6 offers on my car, and I just was being a little greedy because I wanted to use that money towards the down payment. I didn't want to come out of pocket. So a lot of that was kind of brought on by my own stuff. So then last minute, I finally said, hey, this guy offered this amount of money. My broker says, do you accept? And I'm like, you know what? 500 more. Let's hit him with $500 more. He accepted. We're done. And it was that quick. I didn't have to do anything. You know what I mean? And then a check is brought literally to my work. So, everything worked out, but I will tell you, you will have more control. The dealership with your car, they'll look at it right then and there. They'll say, hey, this is what we can offer you, and what would you like to do? So there are some control stuff that I get that you can take into your own hands with that. And, if it doesn't feel right, it doesn't sound right, it's not the right offer, then you play hardball.
How much did you see? And that's what I'm saying. I don't have a high-end car like you do. I'm just trying to get, I'm not even really trying to make any money on my car. I'm trying to make sure it's paid off.
Yeah, you're just not going to, you just don't want to wrap your $3,000 if that's what you owe into the next loan. Right.
Which I shouldn't be. They should be able to buy that car for the $3,000 to $4,000. Like,
dude, remember that dealership here that home of the push, pull, and drag?
Oh yeah.
I think they at least give you $1,000.
No, a lot of people
for a car that doesn't even run.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that they'll pay off your loan no matter what you owe. You hear that all the time. So why would I? That's kind of my thing is like if someone's gonna not pay off my shit and try, like, why wouldn't I go somewhere that's just gonna pay off my shit? Sure. So
I think you'd be in good shape, but I think you need to test drive some cars first. I think you need to get a feel for the Tacoma because, dude, I love my 4Runner. I absolutely love it. But, dude, it has a lot of torque, but it is gutless. So when you're trying to get onto an on-ramp on the highway, it's
interesting.
a little gutless,
really,
But the damn thing can climb a tree, dog.
Right? Of course,
And I'll tell you, Robin,
it doesn't have the most giddy up.
Let me show you this story. Robin gets really car sick. You know that, right? In any car. And of course, I had a WRX, so I took it pretty easy with her in there. But one of those, it has a sports suspension, right? So it feels everything in the road, right? Good and bad. You can feel everything. That's the awesomeness of a sports car. So you know how to drive it. It's awesome, man. But the 4Runner, she literally rides in the front. She rides in the back. She's on her phone. She's doing normal things. Not 1 ounce of car sickness.
Oh, so we can go to Blackhawk again?
Dude, yeah.
We can start going to Blackhawk?
She says it's like flying. She's like, in my 4Runner, she's like, it feels like we're in an airplane. She's like, she can get on her phone. No, dude, JJ, seriously, this is a big thing. Because, dude, she gets car sick by mentioning somebody saying that you're, oh, man, I'm probably going to get car sick if I do that. She'll get car sick immediately just by hearing that. So for her to say something like that, be able to be on her phone, dude, she loves the whip. It's just a little gutless, is what I would say.
My kind of where I'm going back and forth is between leasing and purchasing.
Yeah.
Leasing, what did you pay? Did you pay down payment?
I did. I put $2,000 down. But the reason I put that is because I wanted my payments to be at a certain point. What you will find with leasing and buying, leasing, you're usually going to have cheaper payments, right? Because you're doing a lease versus purchasing the car.
Yeah.
So number one, your payments are usually a little bit less on a lease. And then what happens at the end of the lease, then you pay the residual and all that good stuff. And if you choose to buy it or just trade in the keys. So if you're looking for cheaper payments and not necessarily owning and staying within the allotment of miles, then a lease is a great option because it's cheaper and you've got a badass car that would cost you probably, $50 to $100 to $150 more per month. That's why a lot of people lease like the European vehicles, right?
Yeah.
Because if you buy those, dog, you're looking at a $500, $550 payment, maybe $600, maybe $700. Again, your credit is all a part of this, how much you put down. But leasing is a great option for putting the least amount of money down and still having affordable payments. That being said, there are stipulations to leases. But I've bought. My last 3 cars have been leases. But before that, I bought always. And my payments were always a lot higher. I had great credit. I didn't put as much down. But buying usually is higher payments is what I would say. So it just kind of depends on
what
you
are you paying a month, if you don't mind me asking?
On the 4Runner, I am paying $460.
2 G's down, $460 on a lease.
On a lease.
That's where I'm kind of going back and forth. If I get a lease, obviously I'm getting a new car. I'm getting the newest of the new, brand new tech. Maybe I can find a situation where I put 0 down. If I do put some down, lower my payment a little bit. So I'm looking at those situations. I'm also looking at buying and just going a couple years older, 2017, maybe 2016 even. And I found a bunch of different articles, different car websites and stuff talking about great trucks, great SUVs to buy a few years after, or, some of the best years to still get great value. You can buy certain Mercedes-Benz for 25 Gs from 2016, 2015, like a GLK, a model they don't really make anymore.
Sure.
But it was still excellent at the time, and it still holds incredible value. You can get them for 25,000 miles on it for 25 Gs. Benz, 2016. So that's a situation where it's like, that might be better to buy.
Sure.
In that
but you got to be careful with like those European vehicles.
Oh yeah,
they're
maintenance
just so costly when it comes to maintenance, right? They have all these motors within even their headlights, which are crazy. So it's very expensive to work on those is my only concern. But then if you look at Toyota, going back to those, to that manufacturer, when you're looking at Toyota, if you look at 4Runners and Tacomas, for instance, if you buy them, a year or two old, that have like already 20,000, 25,000 miles on them, it's almost the same price. And that's because they hold the residual so well.
Yeah.
So it's like buying an Apple versus an Android. We've talked about that, right? So if you buy a 2-year-old 4Runner or Tacoma, you're only going to save like $5,000, if that. It's just because they hold their value. So at that point, why not break the cherry of a new vehicle yourself versus having an old used and abused car? Who knows how they treated it. So you got to think about that as well. So, but that's really just with those Toyotas and some of those European vehicles. But I couldn't afford the cost. I wouldn't want to afford the cost of a European vehicle. I'd love to have one, but I don't want that. I don't want to deal with that maintenance stuff.
I'm around where you are, $450. I don't really want to spend more than that as far as my monthly payment. Right. I don't want to really put down more than a few grand, couple grand probably.
Sure.
So that's kind of what I'm working with there. I have my car to trade in, a couple grand to put down, $450 on a payment. I feel like I should be able to get that done.
I think
if a salesman wants to work with me, like I don't feel like I'm coming in there asking for a $200 payment on a luxury car.
For sure.
Yeah,
thanks. Don't be that guy.
Right.
What is this, a question, what does this do for the house situation? Because I also know that you're looking at, obviously, moving at some point this year. Does this kind of change that? Does that set that back?
I don't think it changes it. I still have money to put down. I may just have to put a little more down on the crib.
Sure.
But I'm kind of in limbo. I still want to move. I'm kind of not, if I have to stay here another year, but I was looking at housing values this morning. It looks like I can get some value for my place. Yeah,
you were saying one that was kind of like yours is selling for 30, 40 more than you paid. 30,
I'm in a weird spot because if I didn't have the steering column situation that's going on, and I've already paid $300 to get this fixed, dog, and it didn't fucking fix it.
Sure.
So that's where my frustration's at. I need to get rid of the car before summer comes. Unfortunately, I have to do that before the crib. If that wasn't an issue for me, I wouldn't care. I'd hang on to the car.
Gotcha.
But the fact that I need to get rid of that car, I don't want to deal with another summer of crank. You know what I mean?
And
like
I remember that sound.
You remember it,
dude?
I don't know what it is, and I don't know what happened. Obviously, I took it to a Ford dealership, and they couldn't fix it.
I was like, "Is that axle? Is it CV joint? Is it?" I'm looking at all these different things.
Just started 2 summers ago.
Yeah,
it's only when it's hot out too. Wintertime, it's fine. So. Whatever. I'm not a mechanic. I don't even care what's wrong. You don't even need to comment and tell me what's wrong.
Totally.
I don't care. I want to get an SUV. I want to get a truck. I want to get out of this car. That's not going to help the house situation.
Right.
But I don't think it's going to bury it. I think my credit's good enough. I think I'm about to make enough money on the house that I have now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you're in a great spot for the house,
right.
Dude.
So I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue.
Nice.
I think it'll be fine. And if it's not fine, if for some reason I can't get approved, I'm not dying. If I have to stay in this house for another year, I'm not dying. You know, it's fine. Like whatever. If I have to stay there another year, who cares? That kind of bleeds into the next conversation or topic we were going to talk about. Leaving a job, dude, to do something that you love. We've had a lot of people hit us up. I know I have, me personally, talking about, you've inspired me. I want to start a podcast. I want to start doing this. I want to start doing something else, whatever, all this stuff. And I'm sitting here working a job. You're sitting here working a full-time job. I'm obviously in a little better position as far as creatively. I'm not as structured. I'm not as held down by a corporate environment. That's why I got out of that environment. But I'm still not doing the podcast full-time or not hosting a show full-time or doing exactly everything I want to do. Now, that kind of takes some patience and takes some things, but we're working towards that. We're trying to get in that situation. So maybe maybe that's like me, like, hey, get the new whip. That's something you need to take care of. Maybe it's like, maybe you should stay in the crib another year. Yeah. Maybe you should ride it out, and it's not good to move at this time. If you're trying to get in a situation where you're going to need to save some money because you want to do this full time and you may not be making as much money from a job, maybe that's not the smartest move to up your mortgage a little bit. You know, maybe it's nice for me to stay here where I'm at, pay the cheaper mortgage, comfortable. I don't know. I'm in a
It's interesting.
I'm in a weird spot, man, with a lot of different things, a lot of stuff. Life. This is going to be an interesting year overall.
I would agree.
It really is going to be a super interesting year.
Totally, yeah. For me, just to get a little bit into my situation, so I'm in a pretty good situation. So I own a house, right, and I have that rented out by my best bud Muzz. So I've actually thought about selling that to either him or just selling it this year. The reason being is I live with Robin, and we split the mortgage, on her house, and it's very, very affordable. I will tell you that for as nice
especially
as it
for
is,
Colorado, dude. And how nice the crib is. You guys are robbing that place.
We're in a great spot, dude. So
you should wear a ski mask every time you go through your front door.
I know,
it's
for sure,
insane.
For sure. Yeah, man. Just to get a little into it, I'll tell you this. She's got like a 3%, 3.5% interest rate on the house, dude. So with that being said, the mortgage is stupid affordable. We've got an interest rate to just die for. You just can't get those, and that was because she got it in like 2010, still where the market was crashed.
Yeah.
But so my situation is really good. So I thought about maybe selling the house, pocketing that money, with this recent death in the family. Robin and I have thought about even moving up north, closer to her mom, closer to my mom, just to be closer to family, because obviously, deaths will make you think a lot of different things and readjust. So I've got that to think about. And we're in a great spot because she could sell her house. I could sell my house. I could maybe even make a career change, which I've thought about doing this year, even though I just got a nice raise. It's just thoughts. It's like, what is my situation? What is my structure? Have I ever, we all kind of dream about being our own boss, right?
Yep.
I've never, ever had that. I've been under a corporate infrastructure for 23 years in the retail sales and service. And I'll tell you what, I've bought condos, I've bought cars. It has been great. I have learned so many things from just sales, how to treat people, business models. So these things I will take with, through my whole life. But to be my own boss, to be able to tap into a more creative side, which I've never really had, because a structure, corporate structure just says, here, do this and do it well kind of thing. And that's just the way it is. But, man, I've really thought about making some moves. And obviously this death, again, has kind of accelerated some of those thoughts and kind of where do I want to be? What do I want to do? Dude, I don't have any kids. Robin and I don't have any kids. We're not technically married. We both have our own houses. We've got great situations. And I myself in my life have never taken a lot of risk. And this is a great time to do it. Maybe not this year, maybe the next 6 months, maybe the next 2 years, whatever. I've been thinking a lot about risk and maybe implementing a little bit of risk, because you have to take a little bit of that to get somewhere, right? The old adage of you have to spend money to make money.
Of course. Yep.
Risk is the same thing, I think. And sometimes you can land flat on your face, but sometimes you can learn some different things. And it creates maybe this hunger that I've never experienced, this hunger of just going and reaching for something, setting more goals. Like in a corporate structure, it's hard to set personal goals, right? Because the corporate structure sets goals for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And man, that sounds really appealing to maybe tap into that.
I think we've both thought about that and talked about that. We've never been in a position to where we were able to just do nothing else but create. Focus on no job.
Never.
Focus on nothing else but creating content that we want to create. Yeah. So I think our goal is to transition this into being able to upload videos 5 days a week on the YouTube channel, 2 podcasts, and then 3 sneaker-related videos, whether it's real versus fake, whether it's a review, whether it's a vlog of us picking some stuff up, whether it's something we picked up a few months ago, we want to go back and talk about how it wears in or how what changes or whatever it may be. Just different things on the channel, man. Just another way to be able to do this full time, be able to shoot funny skits for IG, Instagram, and social media and do stuff like that. We've never been in a position to do that full time. Merchandise, being able to have the time to develop the quality of merch we want. We've dabbled in different things. It's taking us longer than we want to because we're not able to put in the work full time. It's just hard, dude. It's hard to work a full-time job, have a full-time relationship, try to do this and push out content. Yeah. It's just really, really hard. And you're getting pulled in 15 directions. I know I am. And so at some point we need to be able to not necessarily detach, but in a sense, give more time to what we want to do. If you're in a job that you don't enjoy or you're doing something you don't enjoy with your life, why are we still doing it? Right. And I'm not to say I'm miserable, but I know I'm not living up to my full potential as a content creator and as a creator in general. Yeah. And I think a lot of that's going to change this year. I think within the next 6 months, what you've talked about, selling the crib, I think a lot of that stuff is going to change for both of us within the next 6 months. I think it's going to change the podcast, the channel, the stuff that we have going on, our ability to make money off of our content and be able to try to survive off of this. Obviously, we see people doing it. It is possible. It's just taking the step and getting away.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
Yeah.
How do you break away? You got to have money saved.
Sure.
So we're saving money right now. You're going to sell your crib. I might sell my crib. I don't know what I'm going to do yet exactly. Sure. We talked about that, but having that, you got to have something to where you can pay your bills while you're building this up, while you're building up the business.
Yeah, not even looking to get rich, just maintain.
Just to be able to pay your bills.
Absolutely.
Because here's the thing. I mean, it's still, if you're trying to save money, but we're still trying to cop stuff here. We're still trying to cop sneakers. We're still trying to be into the things that we're into.
Yeah.
We're still trying to cop stuff for the cast to bring content. We're going to have to cop stuff for sneaker reviews, whatever else. There's going to be money being spent. That's why the format that we're in and the type of channel that we have, it's hard to make a full-time living off of it because you're spending a ton. So if you don't have a sponsorship with sneakers that are just sending you stuff, if you don't have, it makes it difficult.
Sure.
And I think we'll get there. I think that we're better than a lot of people doing it. I think we put a lot of work into what we do. We don't just expect it to come overnight. I think our expectations are real. Sure. We're not afraid of work. And I think it is all going to work out. I think we have people that rock with us and people that want to see more out of the channel and want to see more content, and they're going to be excited to get there and excited to see that. So I think as we get the Patreon going, as we start to do more YouTube videos and sneaker videos, as we kind of get back into that and ramp stuff up there,
get a few sponsors here and there, you know, that we really believe in. That's a great thing, right? We're going to take that stuff really, really serious. I think a lot of people take on sponsorships that they just don't really care about, you know, and I don't think that's us, man. We're pretty organic, we're pretty transparent, and we're pretty fucking honest, right? You know, and I think it's a valuable thing for us to partner up with people who, you know, feel and do the same and have the same beliefs as us, you know? So I look forward to that as well. Yeah,
I'm excited, man. I'm excited for it. I think let me know in the comments below, man, if you guys have any ideas, anything that we're not thinking of. I never claim to be the smartest guy in the room. Not at all. So you guys are more than welcome to give me, you know, you're always welcome to leave criticism, leave comments, leave advice, whatever you want, man. All I say is if you're leaving negative shit, just leave it with some criticism. Give me something that I can build off of. Let me become better. If you're just coming in here to be a piece of shit somewhere else. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to build.
If I suck at something, let me know how to not suck so bad and what you think would be cooler.
Exactly. You should do the same shit in your relationships, whether it's your girlfriend, your parents, your family, your friends. If they're not there to try to help you, if they're just negative to you and beating you down and beating you down and beating you down, that's a conversation you need to have with them.
Yeah, for sure. If they're chumping on their bubble tape and you can't freaking stand it, tell them to get out the room, man. Get your bubble tape and get packing.
Hubba bubba,
man.
Why didn't you
$250 getting taxed on these guys?
Yeah, we need speaking of sponsorships.
Sponsor bubble tape, man.
Who's the Hubba Bubba, man? Can we get some of that?
JJ actually said no, man. He couldn't get any glucose in him today.
What do you mean?
I didn't want to chew it right before the cast or during the cast.
Oh, that's respectful. I can appreciate that. Thank you, man.
I'm just trying to respect his wishes.
All right, I'm going to get you some of this after the cast then. You deserve it, man. You've been putting a lot of work in, man. Helping us with our social media. Yeah. Just, man.
By the way, if you're watching, check out the fucking story.
Hey.
Wow. Awesome.
He's passionate, okay?
Sorry, Aunt
Ladies
Holly.
and gentlemen, he's passionate.
Sorry,
okay?
Aunt Holly.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm going to
Holly,
try to be
sorry for
taking over
JJ's
a little
folly.
bit more, so watch out.
Wow, Dallas is rapping now.
Yeah, thanks.
That's fine. Dallas got bars.
Old man jokes over here. Sorry.
All right, let's
I feel Canadian. I've been apologizing a lot here lately. Robin's taught me to apologize. I'm going to just turn Canadian. Sorry.
You don't want to say sorry too much.
Sorry.
You don't want to.
Sorry.
You don't want to say it too much because then it becomes.
Yeah.
It's sort of sad.
I'm like the
not as genuine.
I'm like the real Ray Ray over here. Sorry.
You kind of look like the real Ray Ray.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
All right.
That's not even a good roast.
Let's open this first gift. Let's jump into sneakers and fashion and everything. But let me.
So this is a gift.
Gamma Labs, though. Do you guys know what that is?
Do you know Gamma Labs? I'm surprised you don't know Gamma Labs, being the lifter that you are.
Doesn't that have
being
something
the
to do?
insane power lifter, deadlifting 480 like you do?
Actually, 2 days ago, I deadlifted 300 pounds for 2 reps, so that was sick. But back to
not
that.
480.
Not 480.
I thought you were about to be like, actually, the other day,
I got 520.
I did 570.
Hey, I'm being honest and modest about that, but back to that. There are so many supplement companies, so many different supplements. It could have gone.
If you don't know about Gamma Labs, I don't know what you're doing with your life. No, I'm just kidding. I've never heard of him either. But,
I don't know either.
But I'm not in the gym.
We just figured it was something with health.
The sick thing about this is this came from the homie Jay Kirby, which I don't know him in real life, but I know him through Twitter. I see him on Twitter all the time.
Yeah.
And he put ship to for the cast in parentheses, most underrated podcast, super dope.
That's what's up.
Sick.
So let's go ahead and jump into this, take a look at it. First, let's take a look at the note.
Yeah.
Left us a really dope
Wow.
handwritten. Now, I do have to say, check out the handwriting, dude.
Dude, that's really
My
nice.
guy
That's some
is
quality
crushing the handwriting. Like,
handwriting.
That guy could be a teacher.
Dude,
That's so nice.
I can't even write my name legible. This
Neither.
guy wrote a whole. This is great. Let me. So let's jump in here. Let me go in.
You're ineligible to write it eligible.
No doubt. Exactly.
For
exactly. What is going down, y'all? I just wanted to. Perfect way to start it.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to say thank you guys for putting in the work the last few months with the podcast and giving listeners something fire to listen to 1 to 2 times per week. We love the topics, the atmosphere, and the style, and I hope this blows up. I saw these G Fuel shakers online and thought, TTF, Stone Cold,
Nice.
parentheses, Dow,
Oh, yeah.
Ultimate Warrior,
All right.
would love them. There's some G Fuel packets to try too. I'm not affiliated with them, but they have helped me eliminate soda and energy drinks. And combined with Peloton, I've lost 22 pounds since January 1st.
Wow.
Have I been telling you about Peloton?
Dude.
Kirby, hit me up, dog. I need to ask you some questions about this,
You've been
bro.
telling me you've wanted
If you
a
would have
Peloton.
left your number on this shit, I would have called you right now on the cast, dog. I got some questions about Peloton, and we need to get a Peloton sponsorship too.
I'm already ready.
Dude, oh man, I see those commercials. The marketing they're doing they're crushing
Insane.
it. Dude, the Jay-Z on to the next one with Swiss Beat.
Yeah.
Could they have used a better song?
No.
I got a million ways to get it. Wake up and you get into that
I was
mode.
pumped.
Oh, dude.
I'm ready to
On
go.
the net. Boom. Dude, the beat drops in and I'm in my living room like I got a Peloton and I'm doing this. So I'm like this in front of the TV watching the commercial. My girl's
Totally.
looking over like, babe, what are you doing? Sit down. I'm getting
Yeah.
excited.
You shut up. I'm in the zone.
Exactly. I'm
Relax.
pedaling. You're not
Yeah.
even on a bike. I don't care. I'm pedaling. I'm pedaling air. So
I'm taking notes for the Grammys.
I'm taking notes. I need a Peloton so
Dang.
bad, bro. I was so bad that it took me a month to look at the price because I was like, I don't even want to know the price. This thing's got to be really expensive.
Yeah.
And I looked up on the website. I saw they're offering a special. I think it's $58 a month for 24 months, no interest, dude.
Okay.
So the bike's about $2,000 or $2,200, $2,400, something like that.
Was that it? I thought they were about 5
I thought it would be more.
Huh.
I thought it would be more. But doing the math, I think that adds up to, it added up somewhere between 2 Gs, 2,500, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Especially, so dude, the fact that my homie right here has lost 22 pounds since January 1st. Now, I'm not a heavy guy, but I think everyone could lose a little pounds. Everyone could tighten up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? When I'm not a gym guy. I don't care if I can't lift a sandwich to my face. As long as I look cut the fuck up when I go to Waterworld, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
If I just look like that guy can lift some shit, that's all that matters to me. I don't care if I can't really lift anything. If I can't pick up a toddler, I'm fine. I don't care. I'm spitting all over.
Dude, if I'm just trying to beat everybody on the white lightning slide
Exactly.
at Waterworld.
Exactly.
If I can't beat anybody and I get stuck, I got a problem.
Exactly.
I need to get on Peloton.
When I hit the gym, I want it to just when I walk or not when I hit the gym. When I walk into Waterworld and I get the slides, I want to or I hit the slides. I want to be walking up the stairs and I just want it to sound like this. Oh no, not that. This.
Warm glass of shut the hell up.
I messed that up really badly, but I just want to hear this. I just want that like to when I show up, just in shape, just ready to go. Peloton's gonna help me freaking do that. Dude. I'm getting a Peloton. That's
and eat right too.
Sell my house and buy a new house, get a new car, or get a Peloton. I can't do it all.
Yeah, no doubt.
Can I do it all?
Hey, shout outs to Kirby.
a lot.
Losing 22 pounds.
I know. Dude,
Shouts to you, brother.
That's dope. Let me finish the rest of the letter. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. We get. All right. So just wanted to share as a token of my gratitude, as well as give JJ these shirts I had lying around that I never wore. Hope it helps out with his wardrobe and everything.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
That's too good. Condolences to Dow and his family. This too shall pass. God bless you guys and keep entertaining the shit out of us every week. It gets me through long drives and work travel. Jeff at Jeff Kirby on Twitter. JeffKirby at Jeff Kirby. Give my man a follow, man. Spelled just like it sounds. Hit him up. Give him a follow. He sent through the package here. So it looks like we got inside some G Fuel. He's looking out for our health right now.
I've got some G Fuel.
This helped. He said this helped him get off of sodas and energy drinks, which you see we do.
So I better take all of those because I think those were for me.
What do you mean? Because
I'm always trying to remove these.
Oh
but
my
I can't.
gosh!
Just
dude.
a month ago, 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
you were saying you tried a soda and it tastes like cough syrup. You were off of it, an
Yeah.
energy
It
drink.
was
What happened?
terrible.
I don't know.
Wow.
I need the
addiction
I need the
just came
Peloton.
back?
Yeah, addiction for sure.
Gamma Labs, right there. Boom. Sugar free. G Fuel.
That's who
So
makes
check those out.
Gotcha.
Then he hit you with the Ultimate Warrior
Yes. Let me
G
see
Fuel
this thing
shaker
here.
bottle. He got your boy, the Stone Cold Steve Austin, right here, dude. Look at that.
Oh, that's tight, dude. Check mine out.
That's ill.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
These are sick, man. Yeah, dude. Got the pink and green, dude.
So you got
This
a blender bottle.
Yeah.
It's kind of the, I guess the new age or different, a little different from the take. You know, the ones I'm used to the one with like
Yeah.
the little ball in there. Like the
This
little
is
spring.
what shakes it up or mixes it up.
Yeah,
this thing
that's
here?
what mixes up all the as you shake
Keeps
it.
it from clumping.
Keeps it from
Gotcha.
clumping. Full,
Clumping.
yeah, you don't want to get it. You don't want to be on that Sherman clump tip trying to drink.
Yeah.
Hercules. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Then, here we go. This is JJ's gear. Look at this. You got the Happy Cry.
Ooh. Is that the Happy Cry Boost God?
Yeah, with the mechanical hand reaching around.
for sure.
Nice. So that's you, Stringstein.
Sick.
All right. Then you got the Boost God Happy Cry with the TED logo on there. This is really dope because he's just supporting two of the homies. He's buying the stuff from TED,
Yeah.
supporting TED's brand, and then he's shipping it in here to the cast to JJ.
That's what's up.
It's just supporting two of the homies. So there you go
This
on
guy's
that one.
in there.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I have that one in the hoodie version, remember? The Boost Ted. The Boost God Ted. I have
Oh
that
yeah,
in
that's
the,
right.
the
That's
green
right.
hoodie.
Yep,
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. And then you got another Happy Cry, the purple joint.
What's up
Dang,
with the Happy
you might have to
Cry?
get yourself a pair of turbo greens and put in the purple laces with this guy. Actually, I might need to keep this one. You don't even need this. You don't even have any. Do you even need purple kicks?
No,
Are you a Rockies fan?
sort of.
Dude,
But no purple.
I'm gonna get you the court purples for those.
Oh,
How sick would that be?
that
Court
would be
purples with
fire.
those?
That would be fire. That would be super sick. So there you go, man.
But actually, though, what's up with the Happy Cry?
What do you mean? That's
I don't
it's part-
understand the whole crying face.
It's part of Ted's. It's part of Ted's brand.
Yeah.
So like,
Is there any
you know how
like,
Teddy-
reasoning behind it, or
I don't think. I think it's just a.
it was just a design? He
So
liked?
let me give you a breakdown on Ted's brand. It started out Boost God. He went away from that because he got sued. We talked about it on the
Yeah.
podcast when we had him in as a guest, and so he went away from that whole thing. And he also decided he just like, I don't want my brand to be put in a box. I don't want to just make this kind of stuff. I don't want to. So he has under his clothing brand, under his whole like umbrella of clothing, he has like a Happy Cry section where there's a bunch of designs designed around Happy Cry. Then he has an AI section where it's artificial intelligence and it's more robotic and different stuff there. Then he has like another, I don't even know, like just a bunch of different.
He's got the AI.
That's what I said. The AI, the Happy Cry. What else? Some other stuff too. I can't. Rules and rumors.
Rules, yeah.
You are your enemy. Gosh, sorry, it was slipping my mind. So there's a bunch of different designs under each little hub, if you will.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of different brands under one umbrella, is what it is. Yeah.
And then I also got you. He also got you these too, Dal. Some stickers for you.
G Fuel stickers.
a little G Fuel promo.
All right,
dude. Shout out to the homie Jeff Kirby for the Stone Cold Steve Austin shaker bottle. It's
and the
super
shirts.
sick.
Hell yeah.
Super
sweet,
dope, man. Super sick letter too. Great handwriting.
Yeah.
Jeez, I need to take some classes.
No doubt, man.
That's good stuff right there. I'm impressed, thoroughly impressed. So thank you, Jeff, for the gifts, man.
Yeah, appreciate that. That was awesome, man.
Super
Very, very
cool. Super cool. Let's and thank you for saving my phone. I almost pushed it right off the edge of the table.
Yeah, no doubt. I
Almost
saw
pushed
that
box. All right.
Hey, real quick, while you're getting those sneakers,
Yeah.
I just had breaking news. Dallas
What?
Cowboys agree to contract terms with Jason Witten.
Wait, what?
The Dallas Cowboys have agreed to terms with Jason Witten on a contract that will bring the tight end back to Dallas Cowboys for the 2019 NFL season. Witten was originally selected by Dallas, third round, 2003. Dude.
Whoa, I'm confused.
Quote from Jason Witten: "The fire inside of me to compete and play this game is just burning too strong. This team has a great group of rising young stars, and I want to help make a run at a championship." Breaking news.
Dude, Cowboys fans,
Dude.
you got to be excited for that.
Wow.
Adding that guy to your
What's up?
to your roster is not a bad thing. Whether he's in a coaching capacity, whether he's in a cheerleading capacity, whether he's in the front office, it doesn't matter. Adding that guy to your squad cannot be bad. He might not be a great commentator.
Yeah.
He might not have had the
He was
greatest
working
year.
on it.
He might not have had the greatest year on ESPN. I wasn't going to flame him because he was rookie.
Yeah.
It's his rookie year doing it, dude.
The poor guy had to split reps with the Booger Mobile. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know?
I don't even know why that's funny to me, but it is.
Hilarious.
It's so true.
But yeah, this is on Bleacher Report, and then Mike Garofalo, Jason Witten is back with the Cowboys. Oh wow!
So wasn't he under contract with ESPN? I wonder what the ramifications of that are. Did he have to pay a fee? Did he have to pay some money back?
Yeah. Did the Cowboys buy him out?
Wow, dude, that is breaking news.
How about that? So yeah, sorry to interrupt our sneakers, but man, nobody would have ever thought.
Not at all.
Nobody would have ever thought.
Look at this. You ready for this?
Hit me.
Witten will have ended his 15-year NFL career earning a cool $72 million in cold hard cash. Though his ESPN deal, he's likely expected to earn. Sorry, let me turn the page.
Mm-hmm. No Bob Seger.
Trying to get the. Oh damn it! I thought the $72 million was ESPN. Let me
Got
see.
him.
Oh, Bob Seger.
Yeah. Turn the page. Great song.
Doesn't even say. Sick. Thanks ESPN. Thanks Forbes. Here you go. Jason Witten's ESPN Monday Night Football offer worth a reported $4 to $4.5 million per year. So he looks like he's giving that up to go back with the Cowboys, which is fine. But here's the thing that I'm concerned about is what was the deal he signed? Well, did he sign a year-to-year deal? I feel like you don't do that with Monday Night Football. I don't feel like you sign a year-to-year or a contract on a year-to-year basis. You don't sign a freelance deal. I feel like they lock you up for 3 to 4 years, don't they?
I would think so. But
as a broadcast?
I don't know anything about that broadcasting contract.
You caught me off guard with the
well, dude,
the news.
I was caught off guard.
Springsteen, you got him free shirts, but you're not doing any research.
Yeah, Springsteen, what are you doing, man? Are you checking on the cameras?
I was looking out for you guys so I could see if the shoes came yet.
All right, I'll take.
Take that L on the way up.
That's for me. That's for me. I'll take the L. It doesn't say how many years, dude. It just talks about the $4 to $4.5 million. Excuse me, the $4 to $4.5 million a year. It doesn't say anything about his.
Yeah. Maybe we just leave it at what it is right now. And obviously, this is just breaking news. So obviously, there's going to be a few things that come out here in the next day or two, and maybe we can talk about it on Monday. But man, I sure find this interesting, man. I would have never ever guessed that. But dude, you can't think of a better leader for a young gunning team, dude. This is probably this is the best news for the Cowboys I think they've had in 5 years. This is awesome.
For sure.
This is awesome, man, for them. From a leadership standpoint, dude, and you know his relationship with Jason Garrett, dude, is phenomenal. Oh, my God.
He's going to do so much for Dak, I feel like.
This is great for the locker room.
Just being able to open up Dak's eyes and say, hey, man, use the tight ends more. Here's what I see in this coverage. Here's what I see in this situation.
Yeah.
This is what I'm looking at. And then to be in the tight end room.
Sure.
Man.
Yeah, stepping in broadcasting and kind of seeing it in a different way and then now going back into the game. Oh, this is great.
Great job by the Cowboys. I think we both agree there.
Yeah.
I think this is a way better fit for him. Not to say that he was now going to improve or get better in the booth, but obviously we all know that he wasn't great in the booth last year. Just not good.
Yeah.
Just not good. That's the best way we can put it. He was trying,
sure,
but he just needed. I think you need more reps. I think you start as a lower end, CBS guy doing, Bill O'Brien. Brian Billick, remember the old Ravens coach?
Yeah.
Guy like that. I think you start at some, you don't just jump right into the spotlight and do Monday night football. Right. The stage is too big, man. There's too many eyes. It just wasn't right for him. It wasn't the right fit. This is definitely the right fit.
Right. And he alludes to that competing bug. I can definitely understand. I can definitely relate to that, man. When you had to kind of sit back and watch all year, not only your old team, but your now your current team, and have to watch all these teams and the X's and O's. And dude, that competing bug is real.
That's crazy.
No doubt.
We just got the text Witten back. Yep. People are blowing us up.
Yeah, people are hitting me up too.
I know.
Dude, social media is hitting us up.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right, so first pair of shoes, man. Let's.
I just got to tell all those jackholes to save for the cast.
Right.
Save for the cast.
Yeah, you guys don't know already? Save for the cast.
Save for the cast.
Don't even talk to me. You want to talk to me? Remember, save it to the cast. Save it for the cast.
Save it to the cast is fine as well.
Save it to the cast. Yeah, there's a folder. Just save it to the cast. Actually.
Save it
just
to
drag
the
and
cast.
drop it into that folder.
Yeah, put it in the S drive.
But so as you see here,
hey, these are mine. That's size 10. I'll take these.
Pair of SB Dunks. These are the homie Joey's. But These are the Black Sheep Black Hornets.
Ooh, the Black Hornets. Yeah, for sure.
But it's funny because, well, you call them the Black Hornets, right?
That's what I call them.
They say the Black Sheep, or they say Black Sheep on the tongue.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
But then, just take a look at those. Take a look at all the details. Really, really dope. Have you seen these yet, JJ? Did you get to look at them?
Close look, but nothing too serious.
You got a close look.
How much does Joey want for these?
I don't know. You have to ask him. He's off today, too.
Damn it.
So, but he does have, that's what JJ was going to look for. He does have a pair of the ISPAs.
ISPAs?
Yeah, we got the black pair here we're going to take a look at, but the white pair is on the way right now from FedEx. That's why JJ keeps checking the front desk to see if FedEx has dropped them off yet, so we could take a look at those as well. So we may jump back into those after our sneaker segment if they get delivered, just so we can show you guys and look at them. But to jump into these, they do say Nike SB on the tongue. They got Black Sheep written on the tongue tab. You've got the NBA logo on the back side of the tongue tab. Pretty dope. And then I talked about this being kind of a combo of the Jordan 1 cements mixed with the Jordan 1 All-Stars from like 2017, 2 years ago.
2016. 2016.
Oh, it was 3 years ago?
I think it was 2016.
Whoa.
When the sixes, those chameleon sixes, and then the Jordan 1s came out.
I don't think so. Was
it? Was 2016?
I don't think so. I feel like it was 2017 because I was already deep in the vlog, dog.
Let me see here. You might be right. You might be right. Why am I thinking?
My house burned down in 2017. I don't know. Let's see. Look it up. But anyway, these this is a Jordan 1 Nike SB Dunk collab, basically. So on the tag, on the one Dallas has here, it has the Nike S on the hang tag. It's got the Nike SB logo and it's got the NBA logo, which is super dope. Then on the back of the swoosh, you've got the black and then the silver stitching on both sides. Really, really nice there. Cement print, the iridescent or kind of oil. I don't even know, oil spill.
Oil slicks.
Paint.
Yeah.
Same thing on the bottom. It's kind of got that iridescent
I like
oil slick on the bottom. Yeah, these are super sick.
Do you think that silver threading, silver stitching, I guess you'd say, is that 3M?
No.
That
I wouldn't say it's 3M.
That would have been sick, huh?
Would have been, yeah. Would have been a lot better.
Dude, I saw a pair of these actually on Instagram that somebody skated and just beat the hell out of them. Mm-hmm. They look so good.
Really?
They look so good beat. They look so good right now. Dude, this is a great shoe, man. I need this pair.
You're grabbing them.
The leather's not that great, which I didn't expect. I mean, if you press on it, it's pretty stiff.
Here's what is that great.
And the All-Stars, 2017. What? You're right.
It was 2017? Okay, I was about to say, damn.
I thought it was 2016. 2017 is correct.
Look at this, dude.
Oh, that's nice,
dirty,
dude.
Insole is so sick on these things, man. It's got the Nike SB logo on it. It's got the NBA logo on it. And then it's got Hornet, like a Hornet nest or print.
Yeah, it's like a hornet's nest in there, and then they got a bunch of different hornets hanging in there. The honeycomb, the honeycomb nest,
pattern, yeah.
And then the honeycomb like yellow Nike half swoosh on there, NBA logo, the Nike SB on the back. You got the Zoom Air pocket on the heel.
The Zoom Air pocket that they've been doing since '99, apparently.
I'm
just kidding. I don't remember what. I just remember it was old. Yeah, super nice, dude. I really like the shoe.
Insole might be the best part.
I think the insole is so fire.
Insole's fire.
Insole is so fire.
I like that.
Yeah, really good pair. I think so. This is a pair you're going to go back and cop.
I'm going to cop from Joey. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
On these?
Maybe a trade
today.
Well, when I see him,
money in hand. I think he lost some bets last night, so you might be able to.
I better hit him up today.
Let me replenish your cash, bro.
Yeah. Hey.
I heard you go franchise some cake.
Yeah, let me help you, man.
Yeah, that's fine. That's hilarious. All right, so this is the Nike SB Jordan 1 Black
Dunk High Pro.
Nike SB. It's a Jordan 1 and Nike SB kind of combined. It looks like. Yeah, it kind of gives you that.
Yeah, because the tag is Nike SB Dunk High Pro.
Gotcha.
That's the quick strike.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
Yeah.
Super dope though.
It's a great pair.
These are called the Black Hornets.
That's what I know them as, the Black Hornets.
Why do you think they say black sheep on the tongue?
I don't know, actually.
They're the black sheep of the Hornets. Of the Hornets, maybe? Is that a reach?
Yeah, I think that's a reach.
Look it up for me while I grab the next pair of shoes. Ray J, if you would be so kind.
Oh, Ray J.
Rebox these up. You can take a look. Get yourself familiar.
It's available at Black Sheep Charlotte NC flagship store.
There you go.
That's why.
There you go.
It's a Black Sheep, so it's the flagship.
It's a collab with Black Sheep. That makes more sense.
You got it.
So it's a Nike SP Dunk.
Now we know.
Nike SB Dunk Black Sheep collab.
Yep.
That's what it is.
That's what
there
it is.
is an Air Jordan 1. That's where I was getting confused. There's a Jordan 1 Nike SB collab coming out. There's 2 of them, actually. Have you seen them? Seen the
I
leaks?
haven't, no.
They look super sick.
Yeah, because the Black Sheep skate shop in Charlotte, and then I think it's interesting because I think 303 Boards here locally
got this pair?
had a small run.
Nice.
Locally. So yeah, a lot of skate shops.
I'm usually not up on dunks. I'm not a huge
Me
fan of
either.
dunks. I was more into them back in the day. Then they kind of, I don't know, they started revamping and the designs weren't as cool.
Yeah.
I feel like they really came back strong with those waffle dunks a few years ago, and now they've been kind of hitting again.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to get back into them. I guess I need to refamiliarize, or I need to get refamiliar with the shoe. But I'm a Jordan 1 fan, so naturally I do like dunks, similar silhouette. I love the price point on dunks. 110, dude. Were these 110, JJ? What do they say on the side of the box? 110?
Yep,
110.
Damn, you can't beat that.
Can't beat it, dude. Still, in my opinion, probably the best value in sneakers. As far as certain pairs being super hyped, resale value, being able to rock them, being able, if you beat them up a little bit, not a huge deal. Like, value-wise, dunks are crushing the market, in my opinion.
They're collabs.
If you're just getting into sneakers and you want some dope sneakers, you want maybe a little bit of a flex, you want to, and you ain't got a ton of money, you want some hype shit, there are some hype dunks that you can still afford.
Dunks are popping.
Especially if you get them at retail. So next up, man.
Dude, I am looking forward to hopefully not trashing this shoe. I'm looking forward to seeing this shoe. Maybe we should just light it on fire.
I was going to say, should we save this for the end? But without further ado, the Jordan 1 Couture. And I know we were both kind of waiting to see these in person. Mm-hmm. So we have one of them laced up, one of them not laced up. Still got the Jordan 1 smell. Mm-hmm. I think here's the issue. A lot of people, including myself, are pretty disappointed they decided to hit us for $175 on this shoe.
Right.
From the $160 price point. And then when you get the shoe and you see all the paint flaws, you see, did you see the homie Eddie 3 Stripes on Twitter?
This even has them, dude.
Like, this pair does too. Yeah.
You can see like little chunks of tape that were actually almost like sprayed over.
Right.
You know, maybe it was blocking points, but maybe it's glue, maybe it's pieces that are just coming up. But man, there's a lot of defects to these, unfortunately.
It's just crazy because you're talking about a shoe that is supposed to be couture. You're talking about a shoe that's supposed to be premium materials, high end. I don't care if they would have hit us for $200 for the shoe, $225, as long as they would have made this premium. Next time you guys are in Vegas or in a high fashion area and you can walk into a Gucci store or a Fendi store or a Versace store, just take a look at the hoodies. Just feel the quality of the patches, the stitching. Just go into those stores and see why. Now, I'm not going to sit here and justify the $800 or $1,200 price tag for a Fendi hoodie or a Versace hoodie.
Same.
But what I'm telling you is the quality is there. They're not hitting you over the head for no reason. The prices, yes, they're absurd, but at least you're getting quality there. If you're trying to make this shoe something for the high fashion community and you're trying to charge more for this shoe because you're saying it has premium materials, put premium materials on it, guys.
Yeah.
Make it better quality. Don't have tape and little pieces of the red missing from where the tape was.
The red is not even like, the lines aren't even straight on it.
I think that's kind of the intent a little bit, though.
Is it?
I think it was kind of like, you know how the X's on the band logo?
Sure.
Are kind of.
That's where the premise of this
Right.
comes. Yeah. Kind of as a tribute from the band, the big X's on
I
the
wanted
back.
to, you know the main reason I wanted to love this shoe?
Why?
They made this because of Michael Jordan's love for Italian foreign cars.
Oh, really?
Yeah. His love for Italian sports cars is why that's what they kind of modeled the shoe after. So, you know, I really wanted to love the shoe. And the fact that I just know that this leather is just going to get smoked.
Yeah.
After a couple wears.
Creased the hell up.
It's the main reason I'm not cupping those new Jordan 4 Hot Lavas. Mm-hmm. I actually really like the bright and the orange and all that stuff. I love the Nike Air up on the tongue tab.
Yeah.
I just know that toe box is going to get destroyed, being white and being shitty leather.
Comes out the box creased.
Or not being tumbled leather.
For sure.
I like the tumbled leather, not only because I'm not one of those guys I don't know a ton about leather. So I'm not saying this is shittier leather than the tumbled leather. All I know is the tumbled leather wears better over time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are saying, oh, you know, the tumble leather's better quality. I don't know if it is. I'm not a leather guy. I wasn't out here skinning the cow.
Sure.
I don't know what happened, but I do know that this is going to crease up. It's not going to look as good as the Turbo Greens. The Turbo Greens is probably the first white Jordan toe box that I've copped in a long time.
Yeah.
These not being white, they're still going to get. We saw it on. You saw the image from who was it? Fine Line or who put up a?
God, I don't even remember who put that.
Someone put an image out on Twitter.
It was the worst.
Showing the toe box. It looked like a half moon. It was just creased out after a one wear. You saw that too, JJ, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it was so bad.
It was terrible.
It was
so
an indent in the shoe.
Yep. So that's kind of that's kind of what gives me pause about buying the shoe, and I definitely can't justify paying extra for it.
Yeah.
What I do love is the cream outsole. I absolutely love the cream outsole.
That's one of the two things I like. I love the cream outsole, and I love the Nike Air on the tongue that is in that leather.
With the leather,
That's the only two things I like on this shoe.
This is the exact same as the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
It's used the exact same way on the Rookie of the Year.
It's the only two things I really like on here. I mean, the kind of satiny inside is a nice touch, in terms of just higher end.
It just feels like GR Jordan 1 leather.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a pair of GR Jordan 1 mids?
Yeah.
That's what this is, dude.
I was buying those, but years ago.
Yeah, before you were in the game.
And got rid of them all.
Exactly.
Feel like the Gray Wolves.
I even
right.
I even bought the suede or nubuck, mids, because I thought the mids were cool, man. I rocked the mids for a little bit, but I got rid of all of them. This leather just feels god awful. I mean, it just almost feels plasticky,
right?
In my opinion, as I look at it here, and then as I press down the toe box, it's stiff. There's no way I could do this, man. It'd be so uncomfortable. I guess it feels about the same weight as a regular Jordan 1. To me, it feels maybe a little heavier. Maybe that's just in my head. But the cream outsole is really the only thing that's great on this shoe.
I wonder how it feels on your foot.
Oh, stiff as a
be
board.
Yeah.
It'd be like walking in cardboard, dog.
Yeah, for
no
sure.
Way. No way would I rock this. $15 extra.
It almost looks worse than patent leather would be.
Yeah.
And I'm not a patent leather hater. I don't really mind patent leather.
Yeah.
I know you hate it.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. This feels like it would be stiffer than patent leather, dude.
It might be.
It really does.
I can't imagine what time is going to do to it.
Right. No doubt.
Age is not. This is
They're
not going to.
shoe trees for sure.
These are not going to age like fine wine, unfortunately.
Yeah. So what I told Joey hey, will you go check the front one more time before I jump into these, just to see if we got the package. If not, we'll do these and then we'll do those later, whatever. But the last thing to finish up on these, I told Joey was kind of disappointed when he got them too. And Joey is not even a big sneaker head. He's kind of just getting in the game. Mm-hmm. It's tight because he copped all 4 pairs that dropped. He copped both of the ISPAs, the white and the black, and then he copped those Nike SBs, and then he copped these. Dang. So I didn't have to cop anything in order for us to take a look at them, which is dope.
Yeah.
So what I told him is, dude, I would just send him back to Jordan Brand.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what Eddie said he was going to do on Twitter.
I think that's what a lot of people are doing.
So, yeah, dude, I'm not...
Talk about a recall. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm not... I wouldn't keep them. I would, especially for $175.
Yeah.
I just don't see how you can.
I think when Nike gets all the packaging back, these are going to end up in the outlets.
Look at that red. Look at the red paint there.
Oh,
just
dude,
bleeding onto the shoe. Like
I saw that on a couple. Yeah, it's bleeding down here. It's not taped off well. You have tape that they painted over, dude. It's just.
So they spray painted it.
It's bad.
What a crazy shoe.
It's bad.
Do you see these going to the outlets, obviously, as Nike gets them all returned?
Oh, for sure, dude. These are going to be outlet specials.
Outlet cities.
Outlet city trick.
Because the concept is cool, man. The Italian car thing, the tribute to the band with the big X's on them, so having different influences on this shoe. I love that, dude. This shoe is god-awful.
This is the best shoe of all of them, I think, in my opinion.
This one, you know about this one, right? So this one actually got delivered to my house, or was supposed to be. As I was leaving, Robin's like, hey, what's this? So they left a note. It came from End Clothing because I won the drawing from that.
That's right, yeah.
But it requires a signature. So now I got to go track this package down. But I'm excited to see these, man. I have not seen them in hand yet.
You know what they're reselling for?
Not much. I think 180 in my size, which is what I paid after international fees and stuff from End. But I think they retail at 160, and I think they're reselling from 180, 190.
You got it, dog. 180 in my size.
Yeah.
160 retail. Your size 180 as well. You're a 10.
Gotcha.
You got them at 10.
Yep.
That's the thing I'm curious about. So this is a 10. I want to have you put your foot in this, Dallas.
If Joey's okay with it, I'd love to.
Joey's always okay.
Because I have 3 pairs of 87s.
Joey ain't reselling these. Well, you didn't have any value. We just talked about it.
Fair enough.
Losing money.
Hey, this guy's new
love
into
the
the game,
box.
okay? I'm not trying to diverge in his shoes with my foot.
Quick question.
Yeah, what'd you
What's
say?
up with the box? Because I really like it.
What do you mean,
The
what's up?
print.
Yeah, the print on it.
So yeah, it says ISPA right here. Improvise, scavenge, protect, adapt. Do you know what any of that shit means as far as in relation to the shoe, Dallas?
Not
I know
really.
you're normally the tech spec guy.
No, I haven't really looked into it, all of these yet. I was waiting to get them in hand and then study them.
Yeah, these are, dude, I'll just let you take a look first.
Yeah, let's
Because
do it.
these are the sickest. I checked them out yesterday.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Pop them open. I was super pumped.
Rumors say that these shit on all of the Element 87s
I think
and
they do.
85s.
I think they do. Remember I was talking about getting the Volt joints as my first Element 87s? I think
This
these
might
are
be
going
the
to be, and these are not Element 87s, but this is going to be my first shoe with React.
All right.
For sure.
So, initial impressions of these. I do like that gray outsole. The Herpy pods are cool. I don't know if that's it's almost like a dirty water green. Do you kind of get that?
Yeah.
It's like a dirty water
Yes,
green
I
on
can see
top
it.
of the
Type look.
gray.
Yeah, swampy.
Yeah, kind of swampy on the midsole. I do love these orange hits that are all over it, almost like construction grade. This looks like a very under construction shoe. I think maybe that's the concept. I'd have to read a little bit more about it, but like,
It gives you an off-white vibe.
yeah,
for
it
sure.
does. Oh, for sure. But I kind
Even
of
from the box, dude, with this stuff.
So you tie the laces to the side of the
Yeah,
shoe.
dude, that's the coolest
Yeah.
thing to me.
which is cool.
Look at
yeah.
that. How they lace in the back.
It's totally off center. Yeah, they lace through that little
Is
hole
that like
there.
performance reasons or?
I don't think so.
No, I think
Just style?
I think it's all style and design,
Yeah.
all meant to be.
Put your foot in these right now, Dal.
Okay,
I want to see. You need the right or the left. Which one's bigger?
Let me do the left. Left's a little.
Left. All right. So you got the left in your hand. Let me. Tell me if these are true, because I need a pair of these right now. I'm gonna call the couple boutiques we have around here right after the show. If I can't get them, I'm paying resale. I'll pay the 180. I'll pay the 20 over.
That's what I paid, and I won a fucking drawing.
That's very true. Yes, I forgot about that.
Damn it, Great Britain.
But I had a homie hit me up this morning, and I actually totally agree. He said he's going to swap out the laces for bright orange.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do the
Let me
same.
stand up real quick on these. Hold on.
They come with extra laces too. Did you see that? Yeah. I'll show you what they come with here in a second. Go ahead. How are they looking? How are they feeling? All right, he's standing up here in the studio. He's walking around. He's taking a few steps. He just kicked the box from Gamma Labs that Jeff Kirby sent us. Sorry, I'm just giving you guys the play-by-play. I'm working on my other career.
So what I would say is,
What would you... Here. Speaking to my mic.
So what I would say is a little true to size for sure is what I would say, but there's a little bit of length in the toe box, but they're a little narrow. So they're narrow long, but I would say true to size. Look at the extra toe room here.
Yeah, let me get a... I'm reaching down, getting a feel for the toe.
So see, I have a little
It feels like there's some extra.
There's a little bit of length, but it's narrow.
So would you suggest for me to go with an 11.5 or go to 12? Go with a 12, true to size.
12.
Still go with a 12.
Too narrow. So go true to size.
Don't need to go up half though.
So
No,
the
don't go up
fabric
half.
isn't that stretchy?
So like the Element 87s, I needed up half. Remember, I needed a 12.5.
Yeah.
These I don't. You're saying,
No, I don't think so on these.
or maybe
And
they're like they fit
So-
bigger.
You know what I like about these is the structure of it. It seems to be more structure in the shower curtains.
Yeah.
and you can't see obviously through them. There seems to be more structure. So the problem with the shower curtains is they get all wrinkly and weird.
Yes.
I don't foresee this.
I know.
with
I
this
love that.
model, and I think that's way sick. Dude, plus you got the band X on the back.
Right, and bands will make her dance, so
Dang,
gotta have that.
Bands are make you dance. Dude, I really like these, man. I'm pretty
Why is
pumped
that
on it.
X there? That's crazy. Big old X just
Yeah. Big
not-
ol' X on the back.
It's like
What's
part of the heel cup. It's not painted on. It's actually like puffy
Yeah.
And what's up with the tape it looks like on the side of the shoe?
tape.
Yeah, like
Where?
he's talking about like this
Oh,
taping
this
here,
tape. The
like
ISPA.
the ISPA,
The ISPA
branding
tape.
on there. I don't know, man. It looks like very under construction. So you have a deconstructed look with the off whites, and this is a very under construction look to me. So if we could figure out what that ISPA kind of means, and seeing if there's something to that branding here, JJ. Let me hand you one here.
Oh yeah, my bad, JJ. I'm sorry.
I think that would make it make sense a little bit more, but I'm getting a real under construction type vibe.
Because it
Which I
looks
really
like they're
like.
just trying to bring high fashion to sports now, or like really push it. Because I
Well,
know with
and I wouldn't say this is
obviously with
sports.
high-
This is lifestyle.
you wouldn't run in these.
No, absolutely not.
Why not?
Because I don't run. Number one, and number two, I don't really see this as a as a runner. I don't, because it doesn't have the support, dude. Look at this. Like, I don't, and I know Prime Knit doesn't either, so it's arguable, but I just don't view this as a running shoe per se.
But with like a running shoe, I don't have much knowledge on a running shoe.
Neither.
So bear with me here. But isn't the like biggest thing is about the sole? Like, I didn't think the rest of the shoe really mattered unless you didn't have the right sole.
Well, the midsole, outsole, it all matters, right? You know, that's why they put Continental soles, so they last a little bit longer. They can be more rugged through the elements. And then you have a midsole for comfort, right? But then typically your upper should have some sort of support, lock-in, whether it's a heel cup, right? Which these Reacts do have kind of lower heel cups in there. I just don't know if this is technically a running shoe. I think most people are using these Element 87s or Element 55s as more of like lifestyle.
Oh, believe me, most of these hype beasts haven't gone to the gym or like exercising their entire life.
But I don't see many people running on these. I guess you could, but I don't think that's what they're made for, is what I would say. Franchise, you got anything on ISPA? Like what that whole thing is?
So it stands for exactly what's written on the box. Improvise, scavenge, protect, adapt. And the upper on the whole thing, the whole deal behind it is it's a range of various technical materials that will combat weather elements. Yeah. So this is all waterproof or water resistant. Sorry, not waterproof. Up top.
Sick.
There's not really a ton of info on ISPA or anything else as far as what it just means on the top.
Can this shoe save you?
What do you mean?
In the wilderness, it sounds like.
Sounds like it's going to be...
or like, better question, can you take this shoe apart and save yourself in a life or death situation in the wilderness?
Here's what Nike's statement on it is. Improvise, scavenge, protect, adapt. When change comes calling, the ISPA collection answers with assertion that any problem can be solved using the materials in hand. The ISPA React Low utilizes Nike React cushioning in the silhouette designed with a deconstructed water-resistant booty to keep you covered regardless of conditions. So that kind of speaks to the running convo you were talking about. Maybe these are running for shoes. That, or more for I would more liken it for like a cross trainer. Sure, you're hitting a 14er, you're up on the trails, maybe
or triathlete
doing some. I mean you're running through different types of elements. Triathlete might be good. So that's kind of their whole deal. Now both of these did sell out on Nike, by the way, on sneakers.
I knew the black colorway, which is what we're looking at, did. I didn't know if because they had 3 colorways. They had a black.
Well, they have a mid.
Gray.
One's a mid.
Do you know how fast?
Oh, okay,
though?
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
Do you know how fast? Like, were they sitting for a day?
The blacks were gone. The whites sat around for a while. Actually, I saw the whites sat around. Then I saw them say sold out on my thing, and then I saw them sitting around again. So I don't know if they're
set enough to where Joey could get them. So
what does that mean? You don't think Joey can get some shoes? Joey got the damn Coutures, for Christ's sake. What do you mean? You don't think he can get some shoes?
No one wants those shoes.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
No one wants
People are sending them back.
Okay,
what are you talking about?
Okay, JJ George Costanza over there. Nobody wants those shoes.
Easy. You're going to make everyone deaf.
Yeah.
Don't yell.
Did you use TH on death?
Yeah. Him and John Elway have some similarities.
Death.
We'll jump into the John Elway comparison here in a little bit. But okay, I'm seeing actually the Velvet Browns. Those ones you were talking about. They do. Those are still there.
Yep.
Chilling.
Don't like those.
Tons of sizes. Then you got the white joints. Those are there chilling. Not as many sizes as the Browns, but still a few available.
Yeah.
This black pair sold out. I agree. The black pair is the pair that I want.
Most wearable.
I want an orange lace swap them. Oh, speaking of lace swap, they do come with an extra pair of laces, and
what color?
I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be orange. I was excited. Not orange. Orange lace tips. Oh, no, actually, not even orange lace tips. Just an orange check on the lace tips.
Just orange Nike check.
Just black with the...
those are still sick.
Those are dope. I bet those are 3M, and I bet these are 3M. They've got the 3M hits on them. Yep.
I agree.
Yep.
I think so,
I like
too.
the black, but I think the white adds more pop. Those blacks would be fire.
Yeah, I'm getting these, and I'm swapping them out with the orange joints, and I'm going to get the off-white orange joints that say shoelaces on them, and I'm going to put those in there. I'm excited.
I wish those were a rope lace, though.
Yeah, I feel like you need
I bet you could find them
for this.
There's a couple different between Rope Lace Supply and Lace Lab and Rope Lace Supply, but you find them.
Yeah,
find them Rope Lace with the shoelaces on there, because my Vapor Max are rope laces with the shoelaces written on them. They're not rope, but they're not flat. They're like in the middle. You know that kind of
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. Yeah, the Off-White Vapor Max. Yep.
Yes.
I just took out my blue ones and put the black
You know
ones
what I'm
back
talking
in.
about?
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're kind of rope.
Yeah.
They're like
kinda, those would look good in there. I just don't think flat. Flat wouldn't work in these new.
Nah, I think you need some rope. Go ahead.
You need
Would they be
semi-ropes.
long enough? Because these look hella long.
Well, dude, from Lace Lab and Rope Supply, you can
choose
get
the
whatever length that you want.
They have different lengths.
You can get 38,
I
42.
thought you were just talking about using the ones you have for your Vapor Max.
Oh, no. I'm going to get a brand new.
Okay.
I'm going to get a brand new pair. The Vapor Max didn't come. The Vapor Max 2,
Yeah.
the white pair and the black pair that I have, neither of them came with orange. The white pair came with white and blue, baby blue, and the black pair came with black and baby blue.
So
No
is
white.
the orange and green only for the Prestos?
The OG Vapor Max 2.
Oh.
Yep.
So OG everything had those laces.
OG Off-White Chicago ones. OG, I'm not sure if everything did, but I know those ones did. Those are the shoes I was interested in. I think actually, you know what? The Blazers might have as well. Might have come with green. And
some of
I know
those,
they had orange for sure.
It was like
Good
5
way
or 6.
to tell the difference between the OG and the restock.
Were the Blazers?
No, for the whole Off-White collab.
Oh, for them to tell the difference.
Yeah.
You're saying, I mean, there was
I don't
different
know.
shoes still. There were still different colorways, different shoes, different colorway. Like you look at the Vapor Max, the
Still,
black
but
Vapor
like-
Max 2 is not the same as the Vapor Max OG Off-White, even though they're both black. You know what I mean? They still have still have differences that vary between the two. So overall, I'm pumped on these. I am copping. I'm going to put the orange laces in. Let us know in the comments, man. Are you guys interested in these? Were you interested? Are you now interested because you saw them here on the cast? The other ones, the white ones didn't come in yet. They will be in sometime today, so we'll just have to take a look at
Perfect for
those
Bronco season.
on the next show. That's what Joey thinks too. I don't see them as that much orange and blue to pop off like that.
Nah.
Do you guys?
Nah, I think y'all. I think he's
the
tripping.
Broncos have white jerseys, so.
But I think
I
it's
feel
an
like that would
off-white
be
cream,
perfect.
so we got to see him in person. I think they're going to be two
So you
off-white
don't
cream.
think it's going to be
Speaking
like
of
that
orange and blue,
tongue?
go ahead, JJ.
Never mind.
No, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Fuck the chalk line jacket. That is official chalk line that I was going to have Dallas try on.
That's fire.
Because Joey picked this from the Goodwill, dude. I think
Did he?
paid,
I thought
I'm not sure
Jesse
what he
did.
paid. Maybe $6. Jesse, I'm sorry, not Joey.
Okay.
Jesse picked this. I think he paid $6 or somewhere in there.
Sick.
Dude,
Tell him I'll give
pretty
him
good
12.
quality.
Tell him I'll give him 12.
I told him you would probably want to buy it because it doesn't fit me.
It doesn't. Is it
He
too
said
small?
he would never wear it. Yeah, so I need you to try this on. What I just gave Dallas is an official chalk line Denver Broncos throwback. Old school colors. You got the old school D with the horse inside, smoke coming out the nose. Dude. Little short. That's the thing I saw too. The sleeves are perfect length, but you can definitely tell it's like
Might have
80s,
shrunk.
dude. You can tell it's 80s. That's like how it was in the 80s, dog.
really?
You actually wore your pants to your belly button where the shits was supposed to go. You wore the jacket. It fit fine. It's just not for today's style.
Right.
That's what kind of makes it dope.
Just wear drop hem.
That's
tee.
what I was just gonna
rock
say.
the drop him.
Yeah.
You know, kind of layer it.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
This is layering material.
Are you copying?
It's pretty nice.
Does should we
yeah,
approach Jesse?
as-
I don't know. I don't think he's gonna rip your head off on it.
Jesse from Besties.
Yes.
Nice.
I don't think he'll rip your head off on it. I think just give him an offer. I think he'd take it. I asked him a couple times for a hard number. He was like, yeah, whatever. He never gave me a hard number. So I'm thinking just hang it on the back of your chair or whatever. Yeah. I'm thinking that I was like, man, if Dallas, I think this will fit him. I think he needs this thing. I think he needs this in the collect.
I think I need this. In the
Why
clutch.
not? Why not? So yeah, I wanted to show you that. I think it's super, super dope. We obviously know we've talked Chalkline. I got the Stone Cold Steve Austin Chalkline jacket. Slobby Robbie had the dude that does the Fanimation designs for Chalkline on his show on Netflix, Slobby's World. So we've talked a lot about that stuff. I thought it was dope, man.
I think it's
thought,
fire.
Yeah,
it's
sick.
super old school. It reminds you, of the 80s. The Orange Crush.
You know what I think of when
a
I
little
see
bit?
that? I think of Mile High Stadium. I think of the old school scoreboard with the big horse up top.
Totally.
And I think of the south stands, which were separate from the actual stadium, which was a horseshoe.
Yep.
And the south stands and shit were added later.
Yeah.
So they're all separate. And there was this ridiculous. It looked like we were in Oakland. If you look at the old school 1992, 95, 93 footage of Mile High Stadium, you have the south stands and then you have this chain link fence in front of the south stands right behind the end zone that like separates the stadium from the field or like the stands from the field. It's like
So
they were
you weren't
scared.
even in the stadium.
You were, but it was so weird, bro. It was like the way the south stands were put in. It's like they were afraid people were going to jump because you had to literally go out of the south stands and you could if there was no chain link fence there, you'd be able to walk right down to the sideline.
Right.
Like the way that was set up. It's really weird. It's hard to explain. And you know what a good representation of it is? They have that little Mile High Stadium model in the parking lot at the new Broncos field. Broncos Field at Mile High is what's called now.
Right.
Lame name. But they have a mini model of the old Mile High Stadium in the parking lot. Have you seen that?
No.
It's super sick. It's like probably 2 of these rooms in total size. And it's a actual mini model of the real stadium, the old stadium, and what it looked like. And it's in the parking lot at the new stadium. You can go over and just check it out. It's pretty sick. But it reminds me that I remember the chain link fence being in front of, and you see those old videos. Like I said, it looks like we're in Oakland. Like it just looks like a dump, dude. It's awful.
But man, that stadium got loud.
Yeah, it did.
God, they had
it's not even close to that the same now. What it was made out of, the materials, the ground, like you rumble your feet. They called it Mile High Thunder. Like it was. You just can't go back, man. Yeah, back in the days, I'm reminiscing over here now. I'm getting sad.
Were those cheaper seats because of the setup and everything?
It was no, I don't think they were any cheaper. The South Stands was rowdy, dude. You wanted to be in the South Stands. If you were a real fan, you were standing the entire game. You were drunk as hell, and you were making a lot of noise, dude. Yeah, that was the South Stands.
Don't get it twisted. That's where Barrel Man was.
That's what exactly.
Don't get it twisted.
Exactly. Rain, snow, shine, 15 below. He was out there barrel naked.
South Stands.
Dude. Tim McKernan, I think his name is.
Yep.
R.I.P.
Awesome.
No, dude, I love this jacket, man. I think it's really cool. The original chalk line.
You're copping then?
Yeah, I think so, man.
Nice.
Yeah,
I don't see why you wouldn't.
Got to.
Yeah, it's a little short on the bottom, but that was the style.
Even the buttons are in good shape.
They're not all worn off.
They're not scratched.
I know. Dude, this literally looks like something I wore to the first day of second grade. I probably wore this thing at second grade, and I probably set it down by the tree to play football at recess, and it got stolen.
Dude, look at the inside.
My mom beat the crap out of him.
That white usually turns into cream black.
Exactly.
Dude, it's
pristine.
Like, it's really nice.
It's super nice. Someone must have died, and this just got put in the pile to send to the Goodwill. Yeah. Why would that, dude? Why?
Why would you give that up?
They don't know what they had.
Yeah, I'd hand this down to kids on kids on kids.
Jesse's the thrift master too.
Is he? He's a big thrifter.
He crushes it, bro. He crushes it. He goes and hits the one next to our shop over here 3-4 times a week. He hits the one down by him. He's always on the lookout because he finds stuff, and he knows he's a smart guy. He knows what he's looking for. He'll find something that he'll find these old school mason jars and old school things, and he'll sell them. He'll put them up on eBay, and he'll be making money off all the stuff.
Really?
Dude, you can make money on anything, man. People always want to buy junk. Whenever you think you got a bunch of junk, people want to buy it. Just got to find them. But there's people that will pay for it. You know?
Yeah.
If you ever listen to Gary Vee, he talks a lot about that. If you're looking for money and you say, oh, man, I'm broke, I got no money, look around your house. Mm-hmm. Start putting stuff on eBay and Craigslist. You'll have more money than you know what to do with in no time.
Yeah.
Or not to know what to do with, but you'll have money enough to buy whatever you were trying to buy or whatever you were bitching about you didn't have money for. Look around your house, especially Americans. We're consuming more than ever before.
We are prime.
We have way too much stuff, and I imagine that's you as well. Yes, I'm talking to you. Driving down the road right now, talking to you.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Right.
This is the thing I wanted to see.
Yeah,
you guys, holy grail today.
You guys ready to see? So, what I think is the shoe of the year for me.
Whoa.
So far, dude.
Okay,
we're early,
right.
Dude. We're still in February.
I know, so that's why that statement.
Not get it twisted.
That's why that statement is a little bit of a clickbait.
It sounds
the shoe of the year. Just click here now. Check it out. You know, that's what you just did there.
I just kiced it.
Yeah,
for sure. Real Ray Gay.
Real Ray Gay. Why?
Yeah. Tom Stefaniak.
Why?
I don't know.
Why do you say?
I
call him J Gay.
J Gay.
No, I call him Ray J.
JJ Radek.
Do I call you Ray J or Gay J? Or
Ray J.
I call him Ray J.
Ray J.
That's what I call him.
Brandy's brother. Nice.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah. I like it. All right, man. Ready to see these?
Yes. The
off-white desert ores with the nice little mango hits of swoosh. I love these, dude. I think these are great.
Whoa, that orange is different.
Yeah. I even put the mango laces in for you, and I've walked in them, as you see. I had to. These
are so sick.
I think these are the sickest.
So it's infrared.
These are so
not
sick.
Orange.
And then,
these are the best laces, of course. This is dude. I'm so jelly.
Dude, these for an old man shoe. So the Air Max 90 silhouette is a very old man shoe. But when you put the off-white hits on it, where you have the taping and you have the blue and the mango laces, the stamp of the off-white signature, it turns an old man shoe into a pretty hype shoe, man.
Dude, I'm so jealous. These laces are just
aren't they the sickest?
I just want the laces.
I know.
Alone. These are so sick.
Yeah, I feel like I pay good money just to buy these laces and put them on something.
Wow. These are great, dude. This is a great pair, man.
Yeah, I really
This is
like
a great
it.
pair.
Let me let JJ
The only
check 'em out.
thing that would make this pair, better is if this Off-White tag was in teal. Oh, dude,
I
if
know.
they would have done the Off-White
Instead
tag
of like
in teal.
this, what do you call this? You call this periwinkle? Is that what color this is?
I call it light blue.
I call it periwinkle.
Sky
Like,
blue.
barf,
Light blue.
baby blue or something
what?
like that.
Did you say barf?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, what does
It's
that mean?
literally like barf baby blue. Or
I have
something
never
like
seen
that.
barf in this blue.
I'm so confused.
just
Smurf
see-
barf? What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
Maybe if you 69 to Smurf and then barf, I mean,
Right after?
it seems a little bit of a stretch.
Straight.
But
Oh fuck! I'm right.
JJ, you're not right. Shush up.
What are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about? Baby barf,
barf
blue. Never heard of that.
What does that
Never
even
mind.
mean? Explain it to me, JJ. What did you just look up?
So
I
babies
just
throw
looked-
up blue?
No,
Is that what you're
just
saying?
The color, and it looks almost like that.
Baby blue. Barf, troop.
I don't know what that means.
I'm so confused.
Is that like swatches?
That's
I don't
literally
understand.
just a color. That's
Here's what's the
that's
worst part,
name
JJ,
of
is
a
we're
color.
literally confused. We're trying to understand how you know what this is, and you can't even articulate a sentence or put a sentence together
Dude,
to make
that's
us understand.
The color. That's the name. of the
How do you
color.
know this, though? Where did you come
Yeah.
up with this?
How did you know how to
don't
Google?
know.
How did you
I
know how to
just-
Google
My
that?
aunt was sewing me a blanket when I was young. She was using barf blue. She told me how did you know?
I actually don't
All right,
remember.
that's what I'm talking
but
about.
I just know.
We're
that's
trying to
the
understand,
color.
and you can't articulate a sentence. That's what I was saying. You don't even know how you know what it is.
Yeah.
We're so lost because I've never seen blue barf in my life. So.
Yeah.
Right then, I was like, this guy loses all credibility. He's talking about blue barf? What is he talking about?
Yeah.
And then you Google it, and it actually does make sense, but then you have no idea how you even got there or how you knew blue was barf was blue, and I don't know.
Yeah, look at when I so
I'm at a loss.
at least when I Google periwinkle, it comes up with like some blues and purples
Yeah.
that is an actual color. I didn't know baby barf was a color. Periwinkle, you knew that was a color, right?
Right.
When I said it,
Right.
you maybe not know the color, but I just
Leave us in the comments below. We're getting nowhere with this conversation with JJ. He knows that it is called baby barf blue, but he has no idea why. He doesn't know how he even knows that, doesn't know where he learned it, doesn't know where he heard it. Could have
Yeah.
been watching an episode of a show on the CW and found something out, doesn't remember. I don't know either.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I know for sure Tim the Toolman Taylor never said baby barf.
right.
Get out of here.
Right.
All right. What do you think about the shoes?
The coldest shoe. Coldest shoe on the cast today.
Yeah.
One of the coldest of the year.
By
I'm with
far.
you. The laces just so set it off, dude. Super set it off. And I would actually say I would venture to get a pair of teal laces that match this just for swap outs later.
Yeah.
Just because it would look dope.
Are there any off-whites that maybe have a teal that resembles that color that you can think of?
I don't know.
Not me. I couldn't think of
No.
any, but man, that would be sick.
You know what I just thought of, though?
What'd you
The
just-
teal laces that come with the turbo green would just match perfectly. They wouldn't say shoelaces on them,
Right.
but those turbo green Jordan 1s,
I'd throw them in there just to be different for sure.
they would match perftly.
God, and if they only had...
They might be a little dark, actually. I would like a lighter teal.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And if they only had this little tag in that teal
I
to
know.
match that would have been a great hit.
Instead
I never thought
of the
of
baby barf,
that. Nike, give us a call.
what are you
Give
guys
us a
doing?
call, Nike. What are you doing?
Verge, hit me up.
Hit the verge.
Yeah, because these are on the verge of greatness, but that just slows them down a little bit. But they're still great.
Yeah.
They're still great.
They wrote
just
it in
not-
that teal.
I know.
On the
I know,
lace?
I know. Shoelaces is written in the teal, which is dope. But no, it wouldn't stop me from copying, dude. I would still cop.
Yeah.
The shoe is sick.
Yeah.
Straight
Definitely
fire.
true to size on these. Man, the tongue is my favorite. Look how long and look how much jean you can put in behind that tongue, which is a huge thing for you. Laces, great tongue to make the jeans or whatever pants you're wearing to lie perfectly. The mango hits, the pop. It turns a most neutral shoe into a phenomenal shoe.
I saw a pair of these on eBay the other day, $200 flat with free shipping. I was like, oh, okay. If you ever want to get scammed, go buy shoes off eBay.
Yeah, no doubt. Those are definitely coming directly from DHL.
I get about 15 links a day from you guys, people hitting me up saying, hey, do you think these are legit?
Nope.
You think these Off-White UNC ones are legit? That's something we got to remember when we start to do real versus fakes, and we really start to get down that. Maybe I should just go cop that pair for $200. We could do a real versus fake on these.
Yeah, we could.
That'd be tight. Maybe I'll go do that today. But regardless, the people, when we start doing real versus fakes, we've got to remember we're going to get flooded with messages of people saying, are these legit? Are these legit? I saw your video on YouTube. You know, especially once you get up to the 70, 80,000 views, like my DMs, 50% of them are questions about UNC Off-White Jordan 1s.
The baby blue Jones.
Legit checking them. Yeah. Dude, that's why I can't get back to some of you guys in the DM. I hit you guys back like 2 weeks later and you're like, oh, no worries, man. I figured it out. You're asking me questions on certain shit. And I'm just like flooded with off-white Jordan 1 questions. So that's kind of what happens. We might have to maybe set up a separate IG for our real versus fakes. That way we can funnel all the questions there and help people with that. But I think that'd be dope, man. I think that's something I really want to get into because I'm fascinated by the fake shoe market. I'm fascinated by the comparisons. I'm fascinated by it all. The whole situation's fascinating to me.
So look at the bottoms. Look at the outsole real quick on these. Yeah. So you have different type of textures. Feel like the middle section. Yep. And feel like they have a more rubberized. Yep. But then they have like a softer spongy type that kind of wears away pretty quick. Or what I think will as I look at. I just wore these outside just a little. I actually wore them on a date night.
It's interesting that they chose to make the traction pads out of the spongy material versus the hard rubber.
Yeah, it's like flip-flopped as to what they should have done.
It's going to wear down really
no doubt.
fast.
So I'm a little confused by that.
It's going to wear down faster than an Ultra Boost 1.0.
No doubt.
Old school ones.
No doubt.
Not the retros.
The OG one. Yeah. The OG 1.0s.
No doubt.
But no, I really love this shoe, man. It's a great one to have in the collection. I got a stupid price on these. $450. I was proud to pay it. Like I said, I had money in the GOAT account, so I wasn't taking more money out of the checking account. Yeah. I always feel good about that. $450, it was a deal for me, man. Brand new. You can't beat it.
I love them, dude. I love them.
They came directly from GOAT.
So. I want a cop.
Yeah. Nice.
I might cop. All right, so...
And the orange laces were the only laces?
No, they came
with brown.
Yeah, it came with brown and then the orange. Okay, so I like those. I'm feeling them. I'm with it. I'm all about that.
You dig it?
Here's what I'll tell you. To finish up kind of sneakers or... I don't know if we're finishing up, but...
the actual sneakers that we have, we're finishing up. Yes.
Let me come in with this real quick. All right, man.
I'm excited. I shouldn't be because this music, but I'm excited to see what you got.
How do you say you're excited when this music comes on?
Play the slow music. I'm excited.
All right, man. Let me know. Let me show you this real quick. This is hilarious. Just tell the viewers what you see. What you see here.
Oh,
I know. Finally.
You sold the OG Belugas.
1.0s.
1.0s.
Had to. Sold them for $1,050.
Wow.
I've seen a bunch of rumors that they're restocking this year.
Yeah.
It would shock the hell out of me if they don't restock.
Yeah.
Because Adidas is restocking anything that had any clout. They're running to restock.
So totally.
So with this sneaker, man, it's finally the end for me. I've been holding on to these Beluga 1.0s forever. I actually had a bid come in for them for like, I don't remember what it was. I made a vlog about it a while ago. It was like 800, somewhere between 800 and 1,000, and I didn't ship the shoe.
Yeah.
I actually was very inauthentic with StockX and the buyer, and I emailed StockX and said I had already sold the shoe just because I didn't want to sell them, and I forgot I had the bid up. Mm-hmm. They gave me a pass. They didn't ding my account.
They didn't?
Nope. The guy was like, all right, we'll give you a pass this time. Just remember to remove the shoes after you've sold them, when you don't have the pair anymore. Obviously, I still had the pair and hung on to them, but this is the end, man. Beluga 1.0s gone. Sold them for $1,050.
Dude, in a 12.5.
In a 12.5.
Don't see, dude, in those 1.0s.
Yep. I just had to take the money and run. Wow. So with that money, go ahead, JJ.
Plus, put it towards your Chicago off-white.
That's what I'm saying. With that money, I can. And now I'm seeing rumors of possible restocks on some of the OG off-white pairs later this year.
Oh yeah.
So that has me a little
tripping.
I'm a little trepidatious.
Yeah.
If you will.
To
try to go cop those off-whites for $2,400, the Jordan 1 off-white, Chicago 1.
Yeah.
And then they restock and it just crushes me. I just don't want that to happen. But I had to get rid of these. It was time. Regardless of what shoe I put them through, I can think of a few different shoes. The Art Basel Jordan 1s, those Miami Hurricane colorway, I want those so damn bad. Mm-hmm. They're about $1,000, so I could almost go straight across with these.
Yeah.
The Union, LA
Union
collab.
LA. Yeah,
really want those.
Either pair is awesome.
I don't want the blue. I don't want the royal
blues?
blue toes.
Yeah,
you know I hate the royal.
You don't
toes.
like blue, yeah.
I'm not a royal guy, but I can go with those straight across. The black toe pair. Mm-hmm. I could probably go straight up on those. Those are around $1,000.
You might even have a little GOAT credit left over.
Or actually, those are about 800.
I
actually,
think they're 8.
Yeah. So I could go on those. I could put them towards the Chicagos. I could buy these and another pair of something else. There's a lot I can do with this money. So I'm excited to have the money in the account to do some shopping and level up on a pair or two that I've been wanting. because these are just sitting there collecting dust.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, I'm excited to get rid of them. $1,050. You can't really ask for much more.
Yeah.
So
well,
get real ambitious and save up for those Red Octobers.
that's very ambitious.
Yeah.
Speaking of that.
Yeah.
And we're in sneakers and fashion.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Whoa!
I did that to
Give
myself.
him the intro.
I did that to myself.
Give him the intro.
Yeah, the video we watched last night.
There it is. Oh,
Sorry, JJ, you're trying to talk, and I just hit every soundboard on the board. I just hit every sound on the board. That's going to be terrible podcasting.
You're so pumped.
That's going to be terrible audio. Anyways.
Your boy Kai Omar.
Yeah, he had...
Hit me.
So check it out. Me and JJ are chilling here last night, and I'm like, dude, JJ, we got to watch this video right now.
Yeah.
We're sitting in this studio doing some work, and I see it on my phone. I'm like, we got to check this out. I put it up on the TV. It says Denver's biggest hype beast, $100,000 sneaker collection, all the typical Kais clickbait type stuff that he does on his channel there. So what do? I'm like, we got to check this out. What do you mean Denver's biggest hype beast? I see this kid. I'm like, who is this kid with the feathered hair? Never seen this kid in my life.
Yeah.
I'm waiting in lines every day. I've been waiting in lines for a decade.
Yeah, I
Who is
remember
this
my
kid?
first Tom DeLonge haircut.
Right, exactly. Yes, he looking like he came off of out of the South. You know, a lot of those kids, Alabama and Auburn. They got look came out of there. Anyway, Kais has this kid on his channel. He's giving the kid some shine. Mm-hmm. I think because of Kais's video, the kid got like 11,000 subscribers. I don't know if he's even put up any videos on his YouTube channel.
He put up one, or he said he was going to.
He has one video up.
Okay, so you saw it too.
Yep.
When did you see it? Last night?
Let's see. No, I watched it during the day at work.
Yesterday.
Yeah,
What were your thoughts on it? What did you think? Kais has done this before. He's done on his Dream Crew channel or Crew TV channel. When he was uploading 5 days a week, he would let people send in videos of their sneaker collection and kind of use his platform, which I thought was cool. So super cool of him, but it also gives him content. So it's not like he's, whatever.
It's not like he's just doing it for these guys. But no, I'm not a big fan of Kais. I mean, that's obviously well noted. I just don't like his content. I'm just not a fan. The clickbait just kills me.
You don't hate him as a person. You're just not a fan of his content.
I just don't like his content necessarily. What I did like was some of his stuff, like What's in the Box, where he had his boy Swagadiddy, his face on there, and he would do kind of What's in the Box. So there are segments that I do like, but I hate his podcast so far. But aside from that, it is cool that he's using his platform to help somebody, in this case, a local Denver kid, which is crazy because I don't even know him.
Right.
And I feel like I'm pretty big.
Right. That seems weird to me, right?
I'm not big in the sneaker community, but I know a lot of people in the sneaker community.
Well, we go to the little sneaker events. We go to we're waiting in line at Vape. We're waiting in line for shoes at places.
Yeah, just never came across
We're around.
him,
right, exactly.
But I think it was cool of Kais to use his platform to help this individual out, man. I do see some value in that. And I think he was the one who kind of started that. Because you see 2J's, he did it for a little while to help people out. So I think it's nice to see these bigger YouTubers or these bigger people in the industry, whatever we're talking, helping use their platform to help promote somebody else's growth. So I thought that was cool of him. And obviously it doesn't hurt Kais, especially when this guy has how many pairs of your grails?
Oh, dude.
What did he have, like 6 pairs?
No, it was like 6 to 8 pairs of Red Octobers.
Jeez, dude.
So this kid has 6 to 8 pairs of Red Octobers. He lives here in Denver. Here's what I found interesting. I didn't really, or what I guess I didn't understand. Mm-hmm. The kid said he's been collecting shoes since he was 20 or 17.
Yeah.
He's 21 now. He says he was working a job minimum wage when he started out. I hope he's still not working a minimum wage job at 21, but
it sounds like he's a painter now.
Okay.
He's like a custom painter or whatever is what I got from the
so he can make
blog.
some good money there.
Yeah.
He had to have been, I don't know. I don't want to call bullshit on the kid because he said he's never had any help. He said he's just worked his whole life. He saved all his money and he's bought all these shoes. I'm trying to think from 17 to 21, if I made $100,000, did I even make enough money to afford everything he has in that collection by that age? Now, is he living at home? Does he not have any bills? I mean, there's a lot of questions there because not only does he have the crazy sneaker collection, he has a ton of Supreme stuff laying around his room. He's got, hype beast shit out the ass.
He had the Gucci shirt that he was wearing.
Gucci shirt, right. Gucci tee.
I don't find it hard to believe, but I mean, if this guy didn't have a girlfriend, to take out to dinner.
He said he had a girlfriend. She said she gifted him a pair of Cause, the black Cause.
Oh, I didn't see
Came
that
from
part.
her.
I didn't see that part.
And then he bought the gray pair. He said, I own the gray pair. My girlfriend actually gifted me those. Didn't he, JJ?
Yeah.
Wow.
He said his girlfriend bought him the Black Cause.
But he was very specific to say he didn't have any help from his parents.
Yes, he was.
And I find that very, very interesting because if I look at 17 to 21, I had a good job. I had a consistent job.
Same.
But I'd like to bet that at least 17 to 20, I wouldn't say that I made $100K.
Right, and we had bills.
Yeah,
I did. I was paying bills at that time.
I had an apartment. I think Muzz and I, when we moved up here, when at 20, 19 or 20, I think is when we were up here. We were still splitting rent on a $500 condo. So $250 each. I mean, still a deal at that time. But I mean, I still had gas. I mean, I was working for Blockbuster, then switched to Best Buy. I can't think that I was making great money.
The kid seemed pretty cool. He didn't seem like a douche.
No.
He didn't seem like he was being,
fairly humble.
Yeah.
For as much as you can gauge from a video.
Right. Exactly. I didn't think. I thought the kid did a good job. I thought it was solid. He's just a different. Here's what I would say. He's just a different sneaker collector than we are.
Yeah.
He's a different kind of. He's this younger hype beast generation of shit.
Totally.
I'm not that guy. I'll get some Supreme shit here and there. I'll get some fucking Louis. I got a couple Gucci belt, Louis Vuitton belt. Like I got some nice shit. Mm-hmm. But it's not all I buy. And I saw about his sneaker collection. He doesn't own any of the sneakers that I have. Like he doesn't own any. I own some of the same sneakers, but his collection is all stuff that's thousands of dollars, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the whole thing was Grail. It's a collection of
Arguably,
Grails.
yeah.
Mine is a collection of sneakers that are practical and wearable. Mm-hmm. Stuff that I just enjoy and I think looks good. I would say my collection's more based off of how you can wear more options with more fits. Mm-hmm. His is more based off of you're not gonna have as many sneakers and there's many fits, but you're gonna have nicer shit.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
And he talked a lot about how he wore his and how he was a big advocate of wearing your shoes.
Like a rotation.
Which I value that, but man, it'd be hard for me to rotate
right.
that amount of heat.
You're getting anxiety thinking about it.
I am, dude. I am.
He's getting that deep breath, the sigh he took.
Dude, my butt is sweating over here. I got that back butt sweat, like really hardcore all of a sudden. Okay.
We're just different collectors, dog.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. That's what it comes down to. I wouldn't say I not going to hate on the guy because I don't know his story. I don't know what to be true. All I know is what was said in the video.
Sure. And
I don't have enough info. But I would say we're just, from what I can see and gauge, we're just different kind of collectors. Yeah. We're just different sneaker people.
But the money doesn't add up.
Yeah, it just seems, I don't know. I mean, maybe he has a lot of grandmas, gets good birthday money. I don't know. Yeah. I have no idea.
And he didn't talk about how he was a shoe hustler by any stretch.
No.
So there was no info on like him buying a bunch of pairs. Because I think a lot of these millennials, a lot of these young kids in the game, I think have a great business model. But I think a lot of them start with parents parents' cash. And then, then they bankroll that up and make more money. And I think it's a great model for these young kids. But he didn't say any of that. No. He didn't say that he started out just buying a bunch of pairs and selling those. There was nothing about that. It was just like, hey, I worked hard. This is what my passion was. This is what I put everything into. But I still find that very hard to do at that age and for these jobs that I know that I had at 17. But I know he is a custom painter now, it sounds like, and I think there's money in that, but there's got to be an umbrella somewhere. He's working for another company. He's probably not making all that money. He's not doing that himself and going and bidding in there and say, hey, here's my bid. Will you accept my bid? I'll do the job. I think he probably still works for someone. But I don't know. These are things that I just,
I mean, it's possible to get all those sneakers at retail.
Yeah.
It's not with that amount of money. It's not possible to pay resale for every shoe he has in that collection.
Yeah.
This is not.
It's not.
So...
and he mentioned that he paid resale for one or two of the shoes that he was talking about. So, there wasn't anything that he
lives in Denver. How could you not be paying resale for 85% of that collection?
Yeah. I'd like to talk to this guy.
Right.
Being two sneakerheads.
Should we bring him into the cast?
I think we should bring him in the cast.
I don't want to put him on blast on the cast.
No, but we'd like to, you know what, man? I'd like to have his collection.
What the hell happened?
Yeah. Well, here's what he said about the Red October. He's like, I worked 4 months straight to buy my first pair of Red Octobers. It's the shoe I wanted. And the feeling I got from it, what I felt when I got the shoe, I just felt like I wanted to have more. And so I guess he saved up and bought more.
I can work 4 months straight too, but damn it, I got some bills.
That's what I'm saying. Well,
I got a car, I got a motorcycle, I got insurance. I don't know.
That was one of the, I think, first bigger purchases that he had. Mm-hmm. He said the Gammas was what really got him in the game. The Jordan 11 Gamma.
Yeah.
That was his shoe that got him in the game. He said he has 2 pairs. One he rocks, one he keeps dead stock because of the shoe.
He started off with either the Gammas or the cap and gowns, right?
It was the Gammas.
Yeah,
yeah. When you pulled them out, I thought it was initially Cap and Gowns too. It was Gammas.
Nice.
Cap and Gowns just came out.
Yeah, he did. He said I got to keep one dead stock for my entire existence because that's what got me started in the game. I do remember that.
So, yeah, I mean, if you guys want to check out the video, dude has a ton of dope sneakers. I thought it was topical because he's here in Denver.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. Kai said he was going to fly out to Denver. Should we get him on the cast?
I think we should get him on the
cast. You can let him know you don't like his content or his podcast?
Let's get everybody on the cast. Don't even worry about it.
That would be tight.
Because you know what? I'd like to be roasted a time or two. You know? I got a bait crew neck on.
Right.
Hit me.
Maybe he doesn't like your content.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't.
Do you have anything? So that I'll kind of end sneakers and fashion there. Do you have anything more before we jump into YouTube comments?
Yeah, one other thing on sneakers and fashion. I don't know if anybody saw it or cared. I mean, actually, I do know you saw it, franchise, because I sent it to you. But what do you know about this new Jeff Staple collection, Staple Pigeon, with Coca-Cola collab? Do you know anything about that?
Yes, dude. I know.
Are you feeling it?
I'm feeling it. I love it. Some of this stuff, it's actually not really for a high end shit. It's not that far overpriced.
I know.
I mean, $82 for a hoodie might be a lot for some people, but it's not the price is Kith or Supreme or something.
And that's the closest comparison, right? I would argue that some of Kith's stuff is probably better quality, but then I would argue also that Kith quality has dropped, and I think that's been a lot of people's argument here lately. So with this, I mean, dude, getting a nice Staple Coca-Cola hoodie at $86, under $100, I feel like is a good deal. So I went ahead and got the Coca-Cola Classic sweatpants. Those were $82. I love sweatpants. They're black. They have the Coke and the Staple logo, so they're very neutral. Man, I'm going to wear the hell out of these. Yeah. That's the only piece I've bought so far from this collection, and $82 is a lot for a pair of sweatpants. I think I bought a pair of Denver Nuggets sweatpants back in the day at the actual Pepsi Center that were close to that price, maybe $60, $70. It's a lot for a sweatpants, but I think for that hoodie, when you look at hoodies, $60 to $70 is kind of the average, and then you go to Kith, you know, even for just a Kith branded hoodie, just with Kith across the, you know, the box logo, damn, you're gonna pay $130, $160 retail.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to cop some items. I don't know if it's going to be multiple or not. I can't really decide, dude. Between the track jacket, the one that says Staple up here, and then it's got Catch the Wave on the sleeve sewn in. Dude, that track jacket is fire. The white track jacket is also fire, or they call it a baseball jacket.
Yeah.
That one is dope. It's all white with the Coca-Cola across the front and red. And then I like the Coca-Cola hoodie, 1886, got ice cold up on the hood.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
That is fire. So it's like, it probably goes that hoodie. Then it goes the red, white, and black track jacket. The baseball jacket is dope. And then the last thing that I'm kind of looking at is the, oh, dude, I don't even see it anymore. The plaid, let me see.
I don't see the plaid either.
Oh man, I don't even see it. I wonder if it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't Coca-Cola. Oh, it wasn't Coca-Cola. That's why.
Gotcha.
Never mind. It's just a plaid Jeff Staple hoodie, the flannel one.
Oh yeah.
And then it's got the freaking up on the hood, dude. On the left side of the hood, it's got the feathers sewn in on the hood. Oh, it's so flames. The thing is $74, but so worth it, dude. Super sick.
Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of put people on that to at least check that out, look into it. I'm curious to see if anybody else likes it. I mean, I thought it was pretty affordable. I thought it was a cool collection. Yeah, I thought it might be something you guys would be interested in.
Some hoodies, some crew neck shit, some track jackets. Yeah, a bunch of different
pants.
stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Track pants. Yeah, sweats.
But yeah, that's about all I have, man. Just wanted to kind of put people on if they hadn't been. I think it all just dropped here recently within the last few days. So I mean, it looks like it's sitting. So I don't think it's super hyped, obviously. But I think you can get some good stuff at good prices that have a little bit of hype. You know, with the Staple. You know, the whole dunks and everything that's about it. But yeah, man, that's all I got for sneakers and fashion.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into the YouTube comments. These are brought to you by Pure Spectrum CBD. And speaking of that, dude, actually, I didn't know there's a storefront up in Evergreen. Yeah. My cousin went up there the other day to get some for Roselli, and I think she dealt with Kim.
Really?
And got some. I think she got him some a little vape pen and maybe some creams and topical cream because he's been having hip issues.
Has he?
And remember, I told you I went shopping with him on Sunday for boots. He was getting new boots because I was like, man, your feet are probably messing up your back and your hip and
support.
Shit. Yeah. So he's working 2 jobs. He's just working like crazy. So he needs that support. Yeah. So, and then he needs something that's going to help him relax and help him unwind and help him kind of manage that pain a little bit.
That's dope.
So he went up there, got him some CBD, feeling much better, loving it. So yeah, just big shout out to Pure Spectrum again, hooking up my family. I got a huge gift box.
Yeah.
That I bought with the bath bombs for Valentine's Day. Then we also got some of the 1,000 milligrams, some of the really heavy hitting stuff, and then we got some of the another vape pen as well.
Did you get the salve? That heavy hitting salve is so good, dude. It rubs in, and it's got more of like the Vaseline texture versus the lotion, because they have the lotion texture. Dude, that salve you can rub in there. I almost feel like in my head it's almost heats up a little bit.
Yeah, dude, it does. No,
dude,
it does.
It is so good, dude. I had Robin rub my back for 20 minutes with that stuff the other night because I don't have a lot of core strength. It's something I need to work on, so I have some back issues. Dude, I felt like a new man the next day at work, dude. No issues. It was awesome.
JJ, I don't know what you're sending me during the show. Is this like topical to the show? Is this something for work later? Like, why would you send me that during the show? It makes no sense, right?
I don't want to forget about it.
I know, guy, but I'm trying to do the show, so I think it's something involved with the show.
It.
Well, fuck, guy, what do you want me to do? I think it's to do with the show. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You're sending me shit during the show, so I look. All right. Let's go to the YouTube comments, man. Let's start out with the homie Niall. I don't know if it's Niall or Niall. 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 Let me know how to pronounce your names, man. If you guys got crazy names, I don't want to be disrespecting you. Oh, here you go. He says clarify. Here we go. Yo, what's up, guys? Another great podcast. To clarify, my name is Niall. Sounds like Niall. Nile. Cool. As in the river, but it's Irish. Okay, fine. We got it under control. Crack. He's the one that said crack. CRAIC last time.
Okay.
Last podcast. It equals crack. Said like normal as well, just like his name. It's Irish.
Irish.
Yeah, it's how the Irish say. It's how the Irish say any news. So his name is like Nile River.
Gotcha.
YouTube, the crack is like crack, which is for any news or what's happening. Any crack. That's how he would use it. He kind of gave me a little breakdown here. Any crack. There's so many ways you can use it. Anywho, how's your guys' day? Ireland sounds funny, especially when you guys try it in an Irish accent. So bad. Just bad. Totally agree with 99.9% of your opinions on shit, from Kaepernick to the Turtles and everything in between. Love hearing how you guys see stuff from sneakers, Supreme, etc. Keep the sweet content coming. Hope you guys blow up. Peace from Irie. P.S. Saws about the essay of a comment. So sorry about the long comment. No big deal, man. You put some spaces in there. It's all good, my dog. Thank you for tuning into the podcast and checking us out. The homie Brian from Philly is in, and
the Philly plug.
He left us some spaces this week. He broke it up, put some paragraphs in. Good man. Yo, the homies, killer cast today. You guys better stop firing shots at JJ or he's going to go death. There we go. Actually, he deserves the shot when you read this for making the cast sound and look like a foreign film the last few minutes of the cast. That's what I was saying. So like after around 1 hour and 43 in, for some reason, for like 3 or 4 minutes, the audio got off. Like it was a cut that was off. So it was like we were talking, but the audio wasn't matched up. No big deal, but I got to give you a shot because it was like a foreign, it was like an old school Jackie Chan thing. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Where there's like the mouth keeps going for an extra 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It's tight. Also, just an FYI on the Oscars, are the Academy Awards show. The trophy is the Oscar, that's the show Kevin Hart stepped down from. No, what are you talking about, bro? The show Kevin Hart stepped down from, Tina Fey and, not Tina Fey, Sandra Oh and Andy Samberg already hosted. I don't know if it's different, but it's definitely different, dog. They hosted it. That's who came in for Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart was not hosting the Oscars. So I don't know if they're called the Academy Awards or what, but maybe you look it up for me, Dow. I'm reading this shit. Do some research. I'll read the rest of his shit. Next, TTF. Hate to hear you sound like you had a rough time before Denny's, but quick question. Do you put A1 on a Philly cheesesteak omelet? No, actually, no. I actually put, I don't even know. I kind of put ketchup on it.
Wait, what is he? He's asking about what you want for an omelet?
My Philly cheesesteak omelet that I got at Denny's. He's asked if I put ketchup on that too, or if I put A1 on that too. I don't. I really kind of just put ketchup. I don't really put anything on that.
I would have went with the Denver omelet.
Yeah, Denver.
It looks like Kevin Hart was out as the Oscar host.
What did they host? instead for him?
I don't know, but yeah, everything says Oscar for Kevin Hart. So that being said, Andy was it Samberg from Saturday Night Live? Yeah,
they hosted. Oh, it was the Golden Globes that they
Gotcha.
hosted. So Kevin Hart wasn't hosting the Golden Globes.
Oscars.
He got replaced by nobody.
Yep.
And these fools, they were already set to host this. I thought this was a last minute thing. Am I like off on this? God, I want to pause the show.
Pause.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I'm wrong, but I know I'm not fucking wrong. So I'm annoyed.
Fair enough.
I would have you read the comments so I could research, but
Gotcha.
We'll just continue to do the show and I'll just get fucked. No big deal.
Well, it looks like, Kevin Hart was originally supposed to do the Oscars, a.k.a. Academy Awards, and he was out based off of the tweets that came to light where he was talking about, his homophobic comments about his kids growing up and how he didn't want them to become gay or whatever it was. And then, obviously he did his apology and all that good stuff. But, Oscar said, nope, you're out.
I guess I'm just wrong, dog. I guess I messed up. So that Academy Awards and Oscars, the same thing. Golden Globes, Sandra Oh and Andy Samberg hosted.
Got him.
Just to clear it up, I guess I misspoke. I thought for sure, I don't know. I thought he got replaced. I didn't think, that makes me shit on the Oscars. So you guys just chose to replace him with nobody? Tight.
Yep.
Great job, Oscars. As for Supreme, sounds like you guys had iPhone troubles on the drop because Android was cooking. People always complain about issues with Apple on Supreme's site. Also, shout out to Supreme for the fast shipping. This week's items already in hand. Lastly, sorry for the spacing. Didn't know if it makes it harder for you to see on the iPad. I don't read off the iPad.
I haven't got any shipping confirmations.
I didn't either.
Yet.
I was gonna say, and Chris was telling me, he's like, "Oh, dude, this week 1 or week 0 always takes
delayed."
Yeah, he's like, it takes 2-3 weeks.
StockX always gives you more time too, as well. Actually, it's funny. It's 12:19 our time. I just got both shipping confirmations at 12:01. So I guess I'm wrong. I just lied because it just came through. There
Awesome.
You go. But yeah, StockX even gives on week 1, or in this case week 0, StockX always gives extra time to those people that are selling StockX as well.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Cool. Well, shout out to Brian for straightening me out on the Oscars and the Academy Awards and the Golden Globes and all that bullshit.
Take that L on the way.
I gotta take the L. Let's move on. Wait, why does Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you. You didn't get our shit. You didn't even get shipping confirmations for our shit.
I just did.
Oh, you just
That's
got
what
shipping.
I was just saying.
I'm sorry.
That's what I was just saying.
I thought you said you didn't even get shipping.
You were still. I didn't, and then I opened up my email just to check real quick because I told you it's 12:19. I just got them at 12:01 today, right. So I finally got shipping confos.
Perfect. We needed that.
Duffel bag is on the way.
Supreme shot for me on the Golden Globes. Shot for me to the heart for being weak. Just another shot for me for no reason. I'm so disappointed in myself. Ari Cruz, great podcast as always. I listen on Apple Podcasts, but come back here to leave a comment sometimes. About guests, I think the only worthy one is Teddy. It would be interesting to hear him recap his Japan trip, and most of all, go over the complex and Welty trolling he does on Twitter. If you didn't hear the first one, he talked a little bit about the Welty situation. I think it would be cool to talk to Ted again. I don't think he's the only worthy guest. I think there's a lot of other guests that we could get and have compelling combos with, but I appreciate you wanting to hear Teddy. Mm-hmm. I would love to have Ted back on over the summer. I think it'd be cool.
Maybe Dirty Earn with him.
Yeah.
Would be cool because then we get his story a little bit, which some people know of. I know a little bit of his story, but I think it'd be pretty interesting. Mike the Compass, local.
Yep.
Now again, because he moved to LA, now back. There's a few ones out there that would be cool.
Yeah, for sure. Kais coming in when he comes through Denver.
Come on in, Kais. JJ would appreciate it.
Yeah, so I think that'd be a good combo as well. Half Cab is in. Can you put up subtitles for us deaf people out here?
Take that L on the way out.
I got to give him a shot.
This is awesome.
Thanks. Just giving you guys shit and everything. LOL. He's roasting them.
Oh, awesome.
Keep them coming, guys. At this point, I'm looking forward to it. I listen on my 1-hour commute to and from work. The Rain Man throwback is sick, and my wife would have looked at me sideways, too, if I tried rocking that. That was for the Sonics jersey.
Yeah, dude. Mr. Sean Kemp himself, the Rain Man.
Personally, I would have gone for Detlef Shrimp.
Dude, Detlef Shrimp. Dude, most underrated Sonics player of all time, maybe.
Also,
Detlef Shrimp.
Also, Dal, let us know when you figured out what creed Bradley Cooper's girl is from.
Oh, yeah, dude. She's hot.
What creed he put in.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn, I should have had it with arms wide open, ready to go right there. With arms wide open. Damn it. What am I doing?
I should have been.
Yeah,
yep. Muzzy hates that band, man. He always says...
Everyone does. Who likes Creed?
Is Creed the original Nickelback? Because Creed's like one of the most hated bands. But
I know.
Dude, I thought they were doing things different when they came onto the scene, man. They had they had the Christian, beliefs or whatever. But dude, Mark Tremonti on the guitar. Shredded faces.
The fact that I don't even know who that is. The fact that you threw out that name impresses me enough, Dal.
Oh, dude,
Mark Tremonti on the guitar.
All right, let's move on.
Black Perez at 3010. Yo, that was creepy. LMAO. TTF and JJ been kicking it together so much. Y'all did the same sigh simultaneously.
Yeah.
I probably was just mocking him. I was probably doing, is that what we were talking about?
You know what? I'm a little jealous of this relationship, man. I'm a little jealous of this friendship.
You feel like you're on the outside?
I'm on the outside. I'm
Aaron Lewis?
I'm Fred Durst and Aaron Lewis on the outside. This is the worst.
Your reputation is stained.
God.
I'm on the outside.
Come join us then, man.
What?
Come join us.
I know. I don't know what I would do
We've
here.
been talking about it.
I can't offer you anything except sales strategies and sales executions. That's what I could do here.
The homie Seagrass. The fly trap is an ode to Kyrie Irving being from Australia. Good news. Okay. I didn't know about that. Nice. Always put us up on some game there.
It still looks like shit, but thank you.
Yeah. Sam G. Great cast as always, guys. I'm going to be heading to Denver for a Rockies game in June. You guys have any must-hit food spots? Dallas, you're the food guy. You're doing Restaurant Week. This is a question. This is all you. Came up, that's all you.
Yeah.
Stayed true, that's all you. No help, that's all you.
Dang.
All you for real.
Woo.
This is you.
I could take this one, but the question I have for him first: are you bringing us?
That's tight because he's not on the phone, Dallas.
Yeah.
So how do we have you want him to?
Yeah.
We'll
he'll respond to this. The question
Cool.
is,
We'll
I
just
have
go
for
through
him.
facts.
Yeah.
That's
Are you bringing us first to the Rockies game that you're going to hit up? We'd really appreciate it.
Let's play ball. It's game day. There's a Scott Stapp for you.
Yeah, just another one. I don't know if Tremonti actually played guitar on that one. But and now there's a couple places, man. Obviously, you have to go to Casa Bonita.
Have to.
Pause. No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. Why not?
You're going to shit your pants 3 times before you even leave the joint.
Food poisoning.
I've never had any issues there.
Yeah.
It's not great food, but I've never had any issues. Just stick to the cheese enchiladas, the sopapillas. You'll be fine.
I would say just stick to the sopapillas and you'll be fine.
Yeah, just stick to the cheese and cheese.
Quality
Yeah.
Mexican restaurants.
Yeah.
Do you get that kind of atmosphere?
Yeah.
That's what he's talking about. Casa Bonita's for the atmosphere. This shit's been on South Park.
Yeah,
for
come
crying
on, man.
out loud.
It made it on South Park.
It's a Colorado staple.
South Park is in Colorado. Like, the whole show is based out of Colorado.
Right, and it's
course.
nationwide and it's big time. So I'm saying
Wouldn't
that gave
you
it
call
a little
that a
shine.
staple?
Wouldn't you call it a Colorado staple?
Yes.
Millennials, man, I just don't know. You guys are over $1 trillion in debt, and you guys just don't know what
Is that facts?
It is facts.
What?
I read an article today.
Shut up.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Millennials?
So
I thought you guys were millennials.
we're
and-
zennials. You're a millennial guy. Don't get it twisted, okay?
Dude, I'm too young to be a millennial.
No, you're in there.
No, you're in there.
You're in there like swimwear.
Let me look this shit up.
Go ahead and look that
bud.
up. Hey, you know what? You should have been looking up things the whole time. Let's get back to the YouTube comments. Hit
right.
us back when you get back, JJ, maybe in an hour. Okay?
What about the food spots other than Casa Bonita?
Oh, yeah.
By the way,
Okay,
I'm
JJ,
not
what?
one because millennials were born between 1981 and 1996.
That's wrong. That's off a Bleacher Report. Check your facts, okay? A zennial actually falls into the 80 to 81, okay? Because you had Generation X, right? Which was before.
This is from a .org site. This is an educational site.
By
from
the
a
way,
recent
I am
shoot.
not one.
By the way,
It sounds like Towley was in here from South Park. Are you Towley?
hey guys, you
I
want
gotta
to
pull a Towley soundbite for you.
Yeah,
You got your own theme song, but you got we're gonna put you on Towley.
yeah, no doubt. So so Casa Bonita is kind of one of those places that you have to. I mean, you've got your cliff jumpers, you got your shitty Mexican food there. It's more of the, it's been on South Park, so it's just one of those places in Denver that you have to hit. I think a couple other food spots. Let me think what I would do here. For Mexican food, for real Mexican food, I do like a couple places. One of them is Real de Minas, is pretty good for Mexican food here. That's local.
I feel like a lot of the stuff in Colorado is like Tex-Mex, though. You know what I mean? It's
for
not
sure.
real like.
For sure.
I don't know. I don't feel like we really have our own food identity, dog. I feel like we just steal a lot of stuff from wherever else, and it's a big melting pot. Like
Denver's known for beer. Dude,
Right,
we
craft
are
beers are
craft
shit.
beer central. So
Yep.
if you want us to put you on some craft beer, let us know, man.
Craft beers, where's that at?
That's what we do here.
Yep.
But yeah, a couple local spots like that. Trying to think of some great.
You ever heard of a place called Old Chicago?
Yeah, because I'm like, don't you have I was gonna say a steak joint, Del Frisco's is bomb, but
Yeah.
don't they have Del Frisco's other places?
I think so, but
It's a
Del
chain.
Frisco's is fire. Exactly, it is a chain.
It's a
super
great-
fire. Papado's super fire, but it's not ours. Like I don't feel like we have. What, you want to go to Denver Biscuit Company? Like that's cool for breakfast. Like it's good.
Right.
Denver Biscuit Company's tight, but it's not like I don't know, man. I don't have any. Either my brain's not working, or I can't think of any must go to. Like, man, you got to go to this place for food. I thought you would have more because of the restaurant week and all this stuff, but I guess Fogo de Chao's a chain. Like all the
some of these that we've gone to are obviously chains, and I don't want to be that guy who's go to this change. There's
this change.
this change. There's a place in the Highlands called Linger, which is super dope, man. Nice patio setup. That
Do you have to?
Do you have to?
Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
Ocean Prime, super dope, down Larimer Square. That's all lit up, so that's kind of a staple in Denver. Root Down is another place.
Root Down, yeah.
Capitol Grill.
Capitol Grill. Now we're
Gotta
talking.
go to the Capitol Grill.
Capitol
we
Grill's
did that
fire.
last year at Restaurant Week.
I went there right before the Journey. Journey. Who was it?
Don't Stop Believing.
It was Journey and someone else at Coors Field last summer. I can't even think straight.
Def
now.
Leppard.
Def Leppard. That's
Gotta
what it
have
was.
Def Leppard in
Journey and Def Lep.
Yeah.
We went to Capitol Grill right before the show.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Yeah.
And then obviously Ophelia's Electric Soapbox is dope. And then, of course, you have Shanahan's, Elway's, which are obviously local steak joints if you're looking big. But there's a couple for you.
Yeah. There you
Look
go. I
'em
think
up.
that was good. I think we recovered well there. Before that, all we had was Casa Bonita.
Well, because I was stuck on chains. I didn't want to be
Right.
stupid and mention chains because they're like, oh, yeah, we've got that here. And,
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, if you don't wear any chains, you shouldn't mention them.
Yeah, much less 2 chains.
Fayaz. Regarding the Uggs, in the UK, women's traditional Ugg boots have become synonymous with chaves, CHAVS, chavs, chaves. Google the term, they said.
JJ, where are you at, please?
Wearing fake Uggs or knockoffs. The house slippers are comfy AF, though.
I have them.
Yeah.
They're
That's
incredible.
That's what I bought my girl for Christmas.
Man, they're incredible.
Well, one of the things I got her for Christmas.
How does she like them?
Loves them, dude. Wears them every night, or especially like the crib when it's right now when it's cold. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Huh.
She comes home, she kicks her shoes off, she slips right into the slippers every day.
And enough tread on the bottom to take
Yep.
out the trash.
Yeah, exactly.
What else do you need?
She never does that though.
Oh.
I always, she makes dinner and all this other stuff. There's just certain things I don't feel like women should be doing. So I always just let me know when it's ready, babe. I'll run it out.
Yeah.
I don't need her running out trash down the stairs across the parking lot in the hood. It's I mean, it's just
Sorry about that pause, man. I had to refresh myself with some double tape.
just a second. Double tape.
Take that L on the way out.
Oh, dang it. Bubble tape.
Wow.
I like double tape though.
Double tape.
Why would we not? We've got to come out when we drop our merch site. We've got to come out with double tape on there.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to put double tape on our merch site for purchase. Our own freaking shit.
Our
Double
own
tape.
most underrated bubble tape.
Double tape.
Double.
That's tight.
Double tape.
Most underrated double tape. Boom.
Fair enough.
All right. The homie Jeff Palmer is in. Yawn. That's it. Half Cab commented, "Oh, fuck off, Jeff." And I commented, "Yeah, what he said, Jeff." And then Jeff commented, "Okay, thanks, Tom. I was merely saying it was a little dull." So here's the issue.
When was the last time you were called Tom?
Never one time because it's not part of my name. My last name is
Interesting.
Thomas. Nothing to do with
Unless
Tom
it's
in my
Danny,
name.
but that's it.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with Tom in my name. So I was merely referring to you by your name. You were trying to take a shot, which it was sounded like this. That was your shots by calling me Tom.
The bicycle card.
Yep, nothing to do with my name. Sweet shots, Jeff. You fucking killed it. Anyways, next one, or what I would say to you, Jeff, is next time you want to comment and you're dissatisfied with something, like I already touched on earlier, please leave some constructive criticism. Tell me what you're yawning at. Let me know what you don't like. I may tell you to fuck off, but at least I know. You know what I mean? Like, we can't make the show any better with comments like yawn. What are you yawning at, dog? Are you yawning at the open? Did you not like the song? Did you not like a topic we hit on? Did we go too long on something? Let me know what you don't like so we can improve the show. How about that, Jeff?
Yeah. Was it JJ's editing? Get out of here, Jeff.
Yeah, was it the fact that it was a foreign film for a few minutes?
Yeah.
What's the deal,
Bring
Jeff?
some good shit to the cast, Jeff.
Take that L on the way out, Jeff.
Take that L on the way out.
Get better. Do better. If you want better from us, you need to do better as a commenter.
Boom.
GoldenEye's in. Yo, love the podcast, fellas. My favorite part was when Dal was ripping on JJ's phone, and JJ's response was, "Let me call you right now, bitch." Holy shit, where did that come from?
Take that L on the way out.
Oh my God! I gotta read these comments before I come in here because I'm being a little loud on the mic. That shit got me.
It's so funny. You're not only are you getting a little loud on the mic, you got a big ass wad of double tape in your mouth. Oh, dog, I'm dead right now.
This is the greatest cast ever, man. Yawn, okay?
Yawn.
Yawn.
Thanks, Jeff. Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga's Oscar performance was amazing.
Hell yeah.
Which was amazing. I didn't get semi-hard like Dow though. There's definitely some chemistry with those two. Them not kissing at the end just seemed odd because the way they were lovingly staring into each other's eyes.
Yeah.
Then you remember Bradley has a girlfriend. ...
Yeah.
And a kid.
Dude, those eyes, those were come fuck me eyes. And I had to say it.
From Gaga.
From both? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I had a semi-hard boner. Sounds funny. I'll stick to my double tape.
There's a YouTube video of Bradley and Gaga singing together at a concert. Bradley is in the audience and Gaga asks him to join her on stage.
Yeah, it was Gaga's residency that she was doing in Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see it.
Yeah, been there, done that.
He said someone commented on that video, a divorce is born. LOL.
Nice.
I thought it was pretty hilarious, and apparently a lot of other people are sensing something more might be going on with those two. As far as Supreme Season 19, Week 1 was sadly underwhelming. Probably the worst Week 1 drop I've ever seen. The Master Lock was the only piece that I really liked. Resale is also non-existent on most of the items. R.I.P. Supreme? Question mark?
It's an interesting convo. No, I think it's too early. It was a very weak first week, I would say. There were a few things. I didn't even go heavy on it, and neither did you.
Neither did Chris here, who's pretty heavy. Like,
yeah,
none of everyone went. No one went
I think who was this that said the comment?
It's Goldeneye.
Hey, Goldeneye, I think you're going to be really, really surprised with some of the collabs this year. I think they're going to blow some people's minds. Now, are they going to be done as good as we think they should? But some of the leaked companies that they're collabing with are pretty cool. So
wait,
we'll see.
So you're saying we haven't seen all of the items yet?
No.
Ah, interesting. So that lookbook is just a preview.
It's a preview.
They don't lay out all the items.
We haven't seen because we're the 98 Supreme collab, Nike collabs in that lookbook. No, they're not.
Gotcha.
So there's some things to come. There's some big companies. I think it's pretty exciting to see what will come this year. But no, it was a week. Week 1.
He continues along. Kais's podcast is just dog shit. I regret wasting 10 minutes of my life listening to that garbage. There was no energy and it was just boring. No flow and a monotone voice. He even admitted to not having questions prepared and was basically winging it. One of the main topics of conversation was some beef between two nobody teenagers. Teenagers!
Yeah.
Shaking my head.
Yeah.
You got to give Kais a gunshot for that.
Ari and Blake Linder, yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Dumb.
Yeah, I didn't waste a ton of time on it. I tried to listen to it again. I felt the same. I kind of got a little bit bored, but I didn't want to hate on it too much. And I told Dal the same thing because our first episode probably wasn't tight either. Our first 5 episodes probably weren't that tight. So yeah, it is what it is. Maybe he'll get better. Maybe he'll quit. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I always try to give things a little bit of time, but the first one, I agree. Yeah. Rough. And I think the other people, I got some other sentiments of that too. They were just talking about bullshit. It was just pathetic how he was already begging for sponsors from the get-go. Yep. It just shows how money hungry he really is. He obviously has no intentions of building an organic, successful podcast with interesting topics and conversations like you guys. FYI, Kais actually had a podcast a few years ago. That podcast bombed out of the gate, and it looks like this one will follow the same course. RIP Dream Talk. Dang, dude, he's been around for... Gotta give my guy Goldeneye a shot, man. Always coming through with the flames.
Sickness.
My favorite part there was I didn't get semi hard like Dal though. That was classic.
Goldeneye, man. We appreciate you, dog, man. Day 1,
dude. I'm seeing this comment from Johnny Boost, and I've got to go into my
DM.
Yes, DM. Sorry, thank you, JJ.
Nice.
Wait,
John, so you're going into your DM inspired by this comment
dude,
on Johnny Boost?
Yes, my man John Boost.
Dope.
So check this out, bro.
John Boost.
I get this DM from him yesterday. So last night, I'm watching the cast on my phone, and you said that you thought the Ultra Boost SNL looks like the New Balance. And since I'm not familiar with New Balances, I open up my StockX app, type in New Balance, and after looking at the first handful of items, I saw what you were talking about. So I go back to watching my show, watching your show, watching the podcast, I leave a couple comments, and then I doze off with my phone in my hand. I wake up to my phone buzzing, and it's a notification from StockX saying, my bid has been accepted. Confused, I open the app and see this. He purchased the New Balance Concepts collab.
Wow.
Damn, this camera's dead, or I would get it in there. But Johnny Boost purchased the New Balance Concepts collab off StockX, size 11.5 for $243.
Wow.
He said, on the bright side, at least my first New Balance is a Concepts collab. Shaking my head. I was dead. I proceeded to tell him how dead I was, and I was just laughing because I thought that was probably some of the funniest shit
John Boost
I've seen in a hot minute. So Johnny Boost, unfortunately, owns a pair of New Balances now. I'm sure he'd be willing to sell them to you if you guys wanted them. You could check them out. I'll put them up on my story later today, maybe. Here's his YouTube comment. TTF, I do get what you're saying about the new Ultra Boost SNL, but I got to agree with some of it. The Ultra Boost 1 through 4 was essentially just the heel cup, 3-stripe cage, and PK. There's really nothing to take away, so that all Adidas has to do is point and add-on materials. I think this model should have been the Ultra Boost 5.0. So he thinks they should, instead of just retroing the 1.0 and adding the other materials around the thing, they should have just made it the new Ultra Boost 5.0. As for the 19... and the 19, just a pure running shoe. So he's talking about making Ultra Boost 5.0 there, make the 19 strictly for running, which it kind of looks like it is. It's not really a stylish a shoe that you would rock for styling purposes.
Right.
Although Adidas should definitely come out with other colorways that don't have to fuse the overlays and are more PK with suede strip. Example, like the Ultra Boost mid run through time. Mm-hmm. Also, did you grab any of the Ultra Boost Kinfolk? And what were your thoughts on them? I did not grab the Kinfolk. I passed on those. We talked about them last show.
Because you said they kind of look like that New Balance. That was one of those ones that first kind of gave you that inkling, which I think they're a great shoe.
I've seen them with a couple lace swaps, and they look nicer to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would be a shoe that I would cop. Speaking of lace swaps, I forgot to mention this in sneakers and fashion. Dude, I think I'm in on my first pair of 7s.
Really?
Yep. DJ Crush is going to be so happy, bro. DJ Crush... He's been sending me pictures of 700s daily for months, trying to convert me over to the 700s.
Yeah.
He's going to be insanely hyped that the Yeezy 700 Inertia.
Oh, you're about that life.
Because I want to buy peach laces and throw them in, I think they would just look so sick with the peach hits on the side and that clean gray. Mm-hmm. I saw the sneaker shopping with Chris D'Elia. Tweeted that out the other day. You actually sent me the link. You were like, this one's classic. And it was the best sneaker shopping I've seen on Complex in I can't tell you how long. Yeah. I'm over the idiotic mumble rappers on the show.
Totally.
Awful. I can't watch anymore. Those guys annoy the crap out of me. But D'Elia killed it, and he was rocking some 700 mobs in there with the
a green,
like a Volt, Volt lace swap, and it looked really pretty dope. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big fan of 700s or the mobs at all, but actually the sneaker looked pretty dope. I think the Inertias with the peach laces, I love bright orange, I love bright shit. I think it's going to match those hits perfectly with the gray. Mm-hmm. I'm about that life. I'm getting the Inertias and I'm swapping out the laces. First 700.
Interesting.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
All right. Yeah, I'm looking at the mobs right now. I'm just kind of, so I'm looking at this picture here, just kind of.
No, the Inertias.
Yeah, those are the Inertias.
You said the mobs.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the Inertias right now, and I'm just kind of envisioning that kind of peach lace.
Dude,
it'd set them off.
I know.
It would set them off.
I know.
Would you call that baby barf?
Notes.
Is that baby barf colorway? I just wanted to know, JJ. Would you call that baby barf?
No, that would be more of a gray.
Okay.
Just standard gray too.
Okay, sounds good.
I think I heard it from like a wedding or something. It's like, I can't remember it, but like I know someone said it and it had something to do with clothes, some events, or some designing thing. I just don't know where.
Johnny Boost finishes off here. I'm with you. I'm not feeling the strap system on the Kyrie 5s. And what's funny is Kyrie actually has a cheaper takedown basketball model called Fly Trap. Shaking my head. So he already has like another lower tier model called Fly Trap. The homie Josh is in, or Joshua. Where did you get the dope Blue and Maize sweater from? Go Blue. It's actually a vintage Tommy sweater that I picked up at Nordstrom Rack, dude, for like the super, super low on the clearance tip. Just got super lucky. Yeah, so it's an old school Tommy sweater, bro. Let's see. Actually, I don't know if it's old school. You know how a lot of the, if you go to PacSun, you see all that Guess shit that's kind of like vintage, but it's not really vintage because you didn't pick it, I guess. I don't know. However you fall in. Yeah, it's vintage, but it's like newer vintage. I don't know. It's like comeback vintage. Dirty DJ. Dal, you mentioned the Hue Inspiration white, green, yellow human races that just dropped. They go perfect with your Sonics jersey. You know, that's the ones you need to get, bro.
I know.
AJ Summers, you summed up my point, TTF, about if they want you because you can play, they will sign you regardless of the baggage you have. This is from AJ. He left a huge book last time, and then he said, at the end of my book, I also asked if there was a chance to get Robin and me on the podcast to provide their sides of things that you and Dal talk about regarding your relationship. I think both us men and your women listeners can benefit from hearing their side and point of view of your guys' relationship / things or issues. As always, great cast, great convo, great respectful and insightful debate on topics you guys always talk about. Much respect to Dal and Springsteen. Springsteen. Never mind.
What's up?
Never mind. Doesn't even matter.
Okay.
Dallas, what do you think about having the girls in? I don't think they'd want to do it.
I don't think they'd want to.
I think I kind of mentioned it, and she was like, eh.
Yeah, Robin might, but would you want to hear Robin discuss these things? Is the question. It's like, right, okay. It's a little tough, but
you're gonna get crushed for that when you get home.
For sure,
you're getting crushed.
But,
do I have to cut this out for you?
Nope, no editing that. Nope. No, I think Robin wouldn't mind, but shit, if they both want to do it, I guess we could. Would it be the worst show in mine and franchise opinion? Maybe not.
Maybe that's a show we do on MLB All-Star Week when there's literally nothing going on. It's like the week they do the ESPN does that sports show, the award show. The ESPYs. They do the ESPYs every year because no one has anything going on. Totally. Baseball is the only sport going on at the time, and they're in All-Star break. Mm-hmm. So it's literally the only week where there's not much sports or nothing going on sporting wise other than the All-Star activities for baseball.
Yeah.
Maybe there'll be a show for that week.
Yeah. Man, hopefully Robin won't listen to this cast.
You're just burying yourself right now.
Last couple here to finish up. CT Sneaker Freak. They do Restaurant Week here in Connecticut as well. Mm-hmm. Pretty sure it's nationwide. I think you might be right about that.
I would probably.
Yeah, I would imagine.
What wasn't nationwide was $52.80 when they did that.
Right.
Where, that was the pricing, but now it's obviously inflated and it's more expensive.
That was sick when everything was $52.80. Dude. $52.80. That was the whole thing that started Restaurant Week here, and it was just called $52.80 week. Mm-hmm. And it was only 1 week. Now it's 2 weeks. Yeah. It's called Restaurant Week. There's a separate menu. It's not $52.80 for the meal, whatever. No. It's not as tight as it used to be.
The other night, we went to this badass Italian restaurant. I forget what it's called, but it was in Cherry Creek North.
Could have gave Homeboy a recommendation if you remember.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Take that L on the way out.
But it was the best Italian food I have ever
What'd
had.
You get?
We got a bunch of different stuff. But Robin had a steak. I had pasta bolognese is kind of the traditional plate, that's kind of what this was, but it was these really thick square noodles. And it was really Italian, so I couldn't pronounce it. But they had like bacon textures in there. They had this like multi-cheese texture in there. Dude, it was super delightful. And then they did like this cream corn casserole type of... Dude, it was just the most rich food I had ever had in my life, so you couldn't eat a lot of it. But man, the tastes were just out of this world, dude. Really, really good restaurant, man.
Last one here, Matthew McKay was wondering if y'all watch any spring training games and if you're ready for baseball season. What are your expectations for the Rockies this year? And how about Manny Machado and Nolan Arenado getting that cash? What do you think? I don't personally watch any spring training games at all, bro. Like, I'm so busy trying to stay up on everything I need to stay up on that I just don't have a ton of time to watch the games. I'll catch the highlights. I'll kind of keep up. I get all the alerts. Rockies got the win, so-and-so's pitching well, whatever. I'll read articles and just kind of keep up going into the season, but I don't follow it super tough.
I'm the same, and right now is major golf season, and the majors are just starting to come around here eventually as you get into your March and Aprils. So I'm kind of more into that right now. If we're talking, major competing stuff, obviously NCAA is coming up, and then obviously into NBA finals. But yeah, baseball. It's hard for me to watch baseball on the norms. I love baseball postseason, but it's just long and dull to me. I keep up, but I'd rather go to the games, and that's more important.
What do you think the expectations for the Rocks this year? Have you looked into the roster? Done any research yet? It's still kind of early for me. So
it's still kind of early for me. I do love the contract that we can get into with Arenado, Bud Black, obviously extension for 3 years, Machado. Get that money. You and I were talking about it a little earlier.
Yeah.
I think the Padres are a little crazy for this. 10 years?
That's too much.
And if we look at all the signings, and we know Bryce Harper is going to be signed here eventually, and I think his is going to exceed 300 mil. I think he's probably going to be 310, 315. Is it going to be a 10-year, kind of like Machado? I don't know, man. We're starting to see 10-year plus contracts. That blows my mind, but with Nolan at 8 years and the money that he got and that we gave him, I think we got the better deal so far.
The best deal, dude. It's going to be better than Bryce Harper. It's going to be better than the Machado.
Yeah.
We only paid him $260 million, which Correct. I want to, only.
Yeah, only, right?
$260 million, got 8 years.
8 years.
You got him locked up. This is a guy that we've developed, brought him up through our system. Those are the guys you want to keep. Yeah. And more important than that, you want to keep your young cores together. I think you're seeing that a lot throughout sports. Mm-hmm. The good NBA teams, look how good the Nuggets are. Yeah. Young core.
Yeah.
Young core and going to be playing together for years to come.
Look how good the Celtics are without Kyrie.
Young core. Right. Right. Seriously,
I was looking at some stats, man. God, dude, without Kyrie on the floor, they're 6-0. With Kyrie on the floor, the last few games, they're 0-6. I mean, it's one of those things.
Yep. So I love the Nuggets got that. The Rockies kind of are keeping that young core together as well. You see the teams that are really having success, that's how they're having success. Yeah. I mean, the NFL is kind of a different animal, but just because you need so much, there's just so much different shit that has to happen. Season's so short, games mean so much. You can't go on a 10-game losing streak and then still win the championship in the NFL. Right. It's just a totally different beast. Totally. But basketball, baseball, young cores, so even hockey.
Yeah.
Hockey, super, super important with young core. So I think the Rockies are going to do good this year, but as every season, it's all about pitching in Denver. Can you pitch here? Can you pitch at Coors Field? That's the hardest thing to do in baseball is pitch at Coors Field. Guys are knocking them out of the park with half a swing.
Easy.
It's just it's very, very tough to do. So pitching is going to be the question going into the season. I think the Rockies not only make the playoffs, I think we win our first playoff series.
Think so?
Yep. I think we win the first playoff series, and we at least make it to the second round this year, divisional round.
Yeah.
NLDS.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and just to echo those contracts, from a local perspective, it's nice to have Bud Black re-signed.
Buddy Black
for another doubt. 3 years, man.
Great guy.
So great extension on that as well. I think we've got the best deal so far, like you said.
That kind of wraps up the YouTube comments. I know we had a couple other things we wanted to hit on, man, but we're right up against it. We're at 2:30.
Are we already?
So, I mean, we can get into... I kind of wanted to hit on the Kyler Murray stuff just really, really quick.
Let's do it.
I know there's some UFC this weekend. John Jones. We just had so much shit
We'll just recap the UFC on Monday.
All right,
we'll do a nice recap.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's hit the Elway and Kyler Murray really, really quickly.
Nope.
Elway he was asked about Kyler Murray at the Combine. So the Combine's going on this week. And the reason this is breaking news is because the measurements were done today for quarterbacks. That has been the question at the Combine. It's been the question that everyone wants to know. Is Kyler Murray actually 5'10"? What's Kyler Murray's hand size? All the measurables is what everyone really wanted to know. And this was John Elway's initial thoughts on Kyler Murray when asked about him.
He's a great athlete, and has had a great career. The 1 year he played at Oklahoma was great there, and it shows he's a great athlete. Obviously the size is always a question, but we've seen guys that have had success in the league that are not necessarily the prototypes as far as when it comes to height. So, he's got the ability to be a great player.
It sounded right there like he said height, okay, which is correct.
Mm-hmm.
In this next clip, he says height. I think at least 3 times. He's like, it's JJ style. It's a little bit, I don't know. And Elway has a history of blunders. I wish I could pull up all the blunders for you in press conferences. He called the guy Case Keesum for crying out loud when he introduced him at the introductory press conference. Did you? Yeah. He said, and now introducing, you did all the thing. We're happy to have him. Blah 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 blah. Your new starting quarterback for Denver Broncos, Case Keesum. And then he goes, Keenum. He just always does that. They asked him the elevation of Denver. He said 5,000 824 feet or something like that. Didn't even know it was 5280.
Oh, jeez.
They asked him something else, his age. He's like, I'm 52 or 51. And he just doesn't know. Like, he just, it's just funny, dude. It's a classic.
He's out of it, sounds like.
John Elway and JJ have more parallels than anyone would have ever thought. But here's another question Elway asked about Kyler Murray's measurables.
I will say this, when having played the position, when you're shorter and you're in shotgun, it doesn't have nearly the effect because you see much better out of shotgun. So if you're in shotgun and you're starting in shotgun and that's the only place you've ever been, you can see the field much better from shotgun. So really the height in shotgun doesn't matter nearly as much as it does if you're coming out from underneath the center all the time, because by the time you get back there, the pocket a lot of times caving on you, so that's where height does matter a little bit more. But if you're playing in shotgun every down like a lot of these guys, then the height to me does not have nearly the impact that it normally would if you're coming out from underneath.
All right, so you could say some people call death. Some people put TH on deaf,
right?
And they turn it into death. John Elway, he puts an extra H on height, and he calls it height. Why not? It's just what people do.
Right.
It's just what people do. Anyways, man, here's what I'll say on Kyler Murray. The info this morning, he came out, he is actually 5'10". I still don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I thought for sure the guy was going to be like 5'8.5". I didn't even know if he was going to touch 5'9". And they're saying he measured out at 5'10" today. So my question to you is, did he use an inversion board? Did he get hung up upside down? Did he do some stuff over this week that's lengthened him out a little bit? Kind of gave him a little bit of, or was his hair picked up a little bit? He's got like a little curly little fro there. Did he pick it up? Were they measuring from the top of the hair? Did they actually go down to the head? I want to see this thing take place because I don't believe the man was 5'10".
It's a stretch for sure. And I don't know how they got there, but it's a stretch.
So that's
what I gotta say.
What I would say really quickly on Kyler Murray is I don't think he's going to result to anything, amount to anything in the NFL.
Okay.
I think his best shot, if he is going to have any shot of being having a long NFL career similar to Russell Wilson, or I would say Russell's had a great career.
Yeah.
I would say he's exceeded expectations. And if Kyler has a career anything close to what Russell had, without the Super Bowl. Take away Russell's Super Bowl. If Kyler has his career without the Super Bowl, I would say that's successful for him. I don't think the guy's big enough. I think he's going to get hurt super easy.
Yeah.
I think his best shot is to go to Arizona.
Do you?
Cliff Kingsbury.
Okay, give me.
Go ahead.
I've got two. Give me your two. So you've got one. Give me your two best places that he could land and maybe be successful.
I don't know that I have to. I think it's Arizona. I'm hauling on Arizona, and that makes no sense because Arizona just got Josh Rosen.
Right.
Why would they need Kyler Murray?
Totally.
Here's what I would tell you. I would say Arizona needs to package Josh Rosen up, trade him to someone that's going to give him the value for him. Obviously, he didn't look great last year, so you might not even be able to get you might not be able to get a first-round pick for him. I don't know.
Sure.
That would be what I would try to do is get either a first-round pick, some picks, a player, someone that's going to add in value to your team, and I would draft Kyler Murray.
Gotcha.
In the first round, and I would make that your guy. I would go all in on him and Cliff Kingsbury and Cliff Kingsbury's system. Cliff Kingsbury is going to be able to disguise Kyler Murray's weaknesses. He's going to be able to disguise that short stature, the small hands. He's going to be able to use his speed in the RPO system, the jet sweeps. He's going to be able to help that bad offensive line. Arizona's got one of the worst offensive lines in the league. That's not what you want when you have a tiny quarterback. But I think Cliff Kingsbury can mask a lot of those problems. I think he can help the line out with, like I said, running jet sweeps with the run game they have over there with David Johnson. I think Kyler Murray just fits in that system better than anywhere else, and it's because of Cliff Kingsbury. What do you think?
I've got two for you.
Okay.
Let me try on the first one for you here. So obviously the New York Giants have the 6th round pick.
Yep.
I see the Giants switching to this RPO system because of their immense. Dude, look at the athletes they have on that team. Look at Saquon. Look at Ingram coming out the side there. And then Odell as a deep threat. Dude, that's a confusing offense. You just add an RPO system in there with somebody like Kyler Murray. Dude, that could be trouble. And they have a good pick at number 6. I just think, man, they've got a lot of weapons, and then all of a sudden they bring this RPO system in there that really
they're gonna have to move up.
They've never been able to do that. That's the thing. They've had Eli for so many years, and that's not what they've. Dude, this is the transitional period that type of system would be very easily implemented, and they have the weapons, front and back, to be able to do something like that. The other one I would say is, what about the Redskins? Now, they have the 15th pick. So this is pretty late in the draft, so who knows what Kyler Murray's draft stock is going to end up being as we start from the combine week, obviously, into the actual draft week. But that being said, with the 15th pick, the Skins could actually move on that. Why I say the Skins is because, again, they have a younger crew. They've got some weapons. Alex Smith. Who knows if he's going to be able to come back? And did you know that Jay Gruden came out and spoke specifically on what he liked about Alex Smith, stating that he played kind of like a college system, an RPO system, and he liked the idea of that. So you already have somebody like Jay Gruden at the helm liking these type of college systems and these college plays, and spoke very high on Alex Smith being able to do that. You don't think for a second that he's got Kyler Murray in the back of his mind with who knows if Alex Smith can even come back after that, dude, I would say life-altering injury based off of his age. Okay, so I think those are two great setups for a possibility of Kyler Murray coming.
I don't think Murray's there at 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I think Oakland snags him before. If Arizona doesn't do what I'm talking about, I think Oakland just snags him first. I think John Gruden's in love with the guy. John Gruden is an old school guy, so he kind of has talked about measurables and he's talked about hand size and all that stuff mattered to him. I don't know that it does as much anymore. And that back in the day, I would say the Raiders wouldn't take a guy like him, but I feel like he's fascinated with Kyler Murray.
Is he?
I think
he was also fascinated with Derek Carr, saying that was my guy at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
Look how that ended up.
But he didn't draft Carr.
I know.
Carr was there.
Absolutely not.
Here's what I would say. The Giants, I could see it with the Redskins. Mm-hmm. I could see it working. They just got to move up.
Sure.
Otherwise, they're going to end up with a guy like Daniel Jones or one of the other quarterbacks. Yeah. Which I could see them. That's who I could see them taking as well. Sure. I still think Dwayne Haskins is the guy for the Giants, man.
I love Dwayne Haskins too. It's hard to argue that, man.
He's got the big arm. Mm-hmm. Kyler Murray does not have. It just he fits to me in Arizona because of Kingsbury, the system, and it's indoors and it's a warm weather climate. New York is tough, dude. Yeah. You got to have a big arm. You got to be able to play in the elements. There's just a ton more that comes with New York, and I don't think that's a good fit.
Yeah,
I just don't. I think that. You get Dwayne Haskins, you have him sit behind Eli this whole season.
Yeah.
You have him sit there for a year, you get rid of Eli next year, Haskins is your starter 2020. If you get Murray this year, there's no way you can sit Kyler Murray all year. You got the new exciting hot rod toy on the bench, and the Browns couldn't even do it with Johnny Manziel. They couldn't let him sit for a full year, and I thought he should have sat for a year.
Yeah.
You just can't. You know how it goes. When you get these RPO quarterbacks that got so much speed and they're so dynamic, Baltimore couldn't do it with Lamar Jackson last year.
Nope.
For some reason, when you get these RPO quarterbacks, there's just you can't wait to open the box. Mm-hmm. You can't. And that's the problem with Kyler Murray there in New York. I think whoever goes to New York needs to sit for a year behind Eli. They need to let Eli finish it out, do right by him. I think that's what's best for the team, honestly.
Yeah.
And then you let the guy come in the next year and he's off he goes.
Is that best for the team or best for Eli?
I think it's best for both.
It sounds like a tribute to Eli.
You're going to have a losing season regardless this year, whether it's Kyler Murray or whether it's Dwayne Haskins or whether it's Eli Manning. Yeah. Any of them are going to be losing. The line's not good enough. The line's not good enough to protect Kyler Murray there. Right. You got an offensive coordinator that's not really running the RPO system. That's why I just don't feel like Murray's a fit there. He fits so good in Arizona. Arizona's the best fit for me, even though they already have a quarterback.
But the argument is that to that crappy O-line, that's why Kyler could be successful, man.
But
they got weapons from the front and the back.
You need more than a great athlete to mask a bad O-line. You need the great athlete combined with a great play caller.
Yeah.
And a great system. And I don't know.
I would agree with that. And I think that's an opportunity for sure.
That's where I'm at, man. And we can hit on it more. We got 49 days until the draft. Right? We got plenty of time to hit on all this. I just kind of wanted to squeeze it in because of Elway and JJ's parallel there. I wish I just would have cut out height. So I could drop that whenever JJ talks. Because death. I'm going death. Anyways, anything more you guys have for this show? We're all good?
No, man.
We're all happy?
No, Moan. Real quick question. Does John Bones Jones retain his title? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. What do you think?
I think so as well.
You're in on as well.
Yep.
All right, man. Big shout out to Jeff Kirby for the shaker bottles, for JJ's shirts.
Yeah, thank you for the shirts, man.
Big thank you, dog. Thank you for rocking with us. And big thank you to all you guys for rocking with us every single week. And we will see you fools on Monday.